What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Tim's Sports Talk. And today we have another play-by-play. Just kidding, it's the film review. But first, we're just gonna throw on some highlights as we watch. Hold up, we actually made the trade. There he is, number 23, Marshon Lattimore. We got him. Got him? Oh my goodness. We actually pulled it off. We pulled off the trade. What's up, everybody? What up, Trugwood A? What up, Lee Lewis? How are you? Wow. Where's he at? This one right here, I believe. Right here. This is the Lions. Ooh. Gets the interception, pick 6. That's old, though. I think that's Stafford. I don't know how old this is. This was 3 months ago. So 17 minutes of Marshon Lattimore. Insane. Let's just double-check the compensation, because I do think it was a decent haul for the Saints. I mean, it wasn't great, but it was a little bit more than we were expecting, probably. But, all right, so Commanders receive Marshon Lattimore and a 5th-round pick, and then the Saints receive a 3rd-round pick, a 4th-round pick, and a 6th-round pick. So basically, we move up from the 6th to the 5th and then lose our 3rd and 4th rounders. But remember, we got that 3rd-round pick for the Jahan trade, right? So we basically flipped Jahan for Marshon Lattimore and like a couple picks here and there. Like, we basically flipped because our 3rds are wash. So we basically traded a 4th, a 5th, a 6th for Marshon Lattimore, Jahan Dotson. No, sorry. Jahan Dotson, a 4th, 5th, and 6th for Marshon Lattimore, 5th, and a 7th. I mean, that's a steal. That is a steal that we just got it. Steal, right? Managed to make this man with no dead cap space. I don't know about the dead cap space, but I do know the contract for Marshon Lattimore was quite fantastic for us. Only $18 million a year, I believe, for us the next 2 seasons. And this year, what was he this year? Hold on, I'm looking at it again. No, wait. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Gotta move this over. All right. So this year, he's only a cap hit of $600,000. So we're basically not paying him this year. The Saints are paying him, right? And then it's $18 million next year and $18.5 million for a 29 and a 30-year-old corner. That's not that ridiculous. That's not like some crazy old corner here. They're screwing me on the ads. But that is, oh my goodness, that's elite GMing. Elite GMing. Man, they're giving me with the double ads here. So, holy crap. 18 mil not guaranteed for the next 2 seasons. Yeah. There's got to be some sort of guarantee, right? I mean, he's going to want some guarantees. That actually scares me a little bit. Because then, is he going to be okay with that? I'm assuming he's going to be okay with that. I don't know. But Marshon Lattimore up here, all over him. And then the pick. That's Julio frickin' Jones. That's Julio Jones he just did that to. Like, come on. Come on. All right? This guy is the real deal. Okay? And I understand that the can problems create a fire sale on a team going nowhere? Cap problems. Yeah, exactly. The Marshon Lattimore revenge game is week 15 too. Yeah. Also, let's just go over the cap and look at this, guys. We have this guy for the next 2 years after this, right? Teams, Washington. We still have $22 million in cap space right now, which should roll over to next season. And we have $103 million next season. After, I'm pretty sure he's already included in here. Where's he at? Here he is, down at the bottom, 18 mil. So the 18 mil's already taken out of this 103, right? And now this will be spent. I think they're going to re-sign Bobby Wagner, hopefully, because he's super important right now, quarterback of our defense. I don't know who would replace him if we don't re-sign him, right? But we have him potentially. They unfortunately could not offload Forbes. They were trying to trade him. That would have been nice. But we already have John Allen, Terry McLaurin, Deron Payne all signed, Andrew Wiley, Tyler Biotish, Dorrance Armstrong signed for next year. There's a bunch of guys already signed for. Oh wait, Eckler's also signed for next year. Perfect. So we don't even have to. I forgot. I thought he signed a 1-year deal. Interesting. Okay, Eckler's under contract for next season as well. So there's so much. We still have Brian Robinson next year. We have Mike Sanders still, obviously. Johnny Newton, of course, our draft picks we still have. Luke McCaffrey. So we already have a 31-man roster as it currently sits under contract for next season, which is solid. And then we have $103 million in cap space to play with. Plus, I believe it's supposed to roll over this 22.7. So it might be more closer to 125 million next season, which we could buy the world with, right? We could just buy the world with that money. That is ridiculous. Good morning. Hopefully Ertz wants to go another year potentially. I mean, I'm fine with Sinnott, taking over the reins by next season. He should be able to rock and roll by next year. What do we give Micah Parsons now to steal up the defense? Well, Micah Parsons apparently is still under contract for 2 more years. So I believe that because of his 5th-year option. So I think he's still under contract in 2025. Yeah, they have him in 2025. So we cannot get Micah next year. As much as I would love to end up with Micah, he's probably not going to end up here. So they have the 5th-year option, unless we trade a bunch for him. But they have the 5th-year option. They have the franchise tag. They're not letting him walk, right? Micah's a guy that he's too valuable to them, not only on the field, but also marketing-wise. He's not going anywhere. So it's a bit of a pipe dream to think that actually Micah's going to end up here, I believe, as much as I would love him to, unless we want to trade a couple of first-round picks after they franchise tag him or something. I don't think that'll happen, but yeah, I'm kind of out on the Micah pipe dream, in my opinion, which is fine. I don't think we need Micah, right? I don't think Micah is a must-have, especially going into the future. So I don't know who we have right now that's a must. Well, we do need to go get Bobby Wagner. Sam Cosmi's still under contract. So our interior, our whole offensive line is under contract for next year. So we should bring everybody back there, right? As far as starters go, no Bobby. Benjamin St. Juste will be gone, even though he's not going to be a starter anymore now that Marshawn Lattimore. Maybe he starts on the other side. We'll see. But they still might rock with Marshawn Lattimore, Mikey Sanders, Noah Iganagani as the top 3 corners now for this team. But we have Marshawn Lattimore. So as far as starters go, who are we going to be missing next year? Not a whole lot. Noah Brown, Zach Ertz, Bobby Wagner, Cleveland Farrell, right? I mean, who else that's on the team right now that's starting and getting serious minutes that's not under contract? Oh, Jeremy Chin. Jeremy Chin's a guy. So that's how many did I say? 5 people? So that's 5 people that's not under contract for next season that get serious minutes. Oh, Dante Fowler, 6. Gets real minutes. But that might be the list. Right? I mean, OZ's replaceable. Noah Iganagani's replaceable. Yeah, I don't know, dudes. We are like, this is some high level GMing right now that we are seeing on full display, put on by Adam Peters. I'm like, we are in a new world. Okay, we are no longer the team that's offloading Trent Williams for a 3rd and a 5th. letting Kirk Cousins walk for nothing, letting Brandon Sheriff walk for nothing. Preston Smith with the Pittsburgh, yeah, I did see that. So we play him this week? Yes, we will. Which is odd. I don't know. Did something happen to Highsmith? Because I don't think anything happened to TJ Watt. I mean, I guess they just want rotational guys. Because Highsmith and TJ Watt are playing at an incredibly high level for the Steelers right now. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Peters is playing like it's Madden. Yeah, like I can't imagine what the trade value on Madden is for that. Is Cliff coming back? Cliff, that we don't know. I mean, he's obviously under contract, but we don't know. But you know what? Let's address that real quick. I don't care. Okay? I don't care if Cliff's coming back. Not that I don't want him back. I would love him back. I think he's been unbelievable this season. He's been elite this season. But what I love about Dan Quinn is he's going to go hire the next Cliff. Okay? When he got to Atlanta, he hired Kyle Shanahan, right? Elite offensive mind. He left to become a head coach. He went and hired Steve Sarkisian, a guy that went to the college football playoffs. I think he lost in the college football playoffs, but has brought Texas to be an incredible offense. Like, one of the best teams in the nation right now is Texas, right? So it's Steve Sarkisian's a great offensive mind, and they got better after Kyle Shanahan left. Their offense ended up higher ranked. Now, I don't know if the overall yards per game, I didn't look at that, but they went higher with Steve Sarkisian as an offense as far as the ranks are concerned, into the top 5. I think they were number 6 the final year of Kyle Shanahan, and they went to number 5 and number 2 with Steve Sarkisian. Like, they went up with the new offensive coordinator, right? So I would love to have Cliff back. I'm fine with that. And I'm more than fine. I mean, that's fantastic. The longer Cliff stays in the building, the better we are, right? I'm happy with that. Him and Jaden continue to build rapport, continuing to build an identity and ideas, work off each other, develop a relationship. I'm all for that. I'm not worried that he will also become great or under a new offensive mind that will be hired by Dan Quinn. And why do I say that? Because Dan Quinn hires people not because he likes them, right? He wasn't friends with Cliff Kingsbury. Cliff Kingsbury, he didn't call up Cliff and say, hey, we're longtime buddies, I want to give you a job. No, he hired a dude based on who he coached against and knew that guy's dangerous. That guy's real. He knows how to coach. I hated coaching against his offense because he knows what he's doing, right? And then I'm sure he interviewed him, and then he started to see, okay, this guy's also a guy that can adapt, a guy that can grow. He's young. There's other things to like about him, but the reason he went to him first is because of his abilities, his talent, not because he knew him and had a relationship, right? Yeah, DQ hired folks he didn't want to coach against. Exactly, right? So it's something that I'm not worried about because Quinn is a head coach. Right? Dan Quinn he's not a coordinator anymore. He's a head coach. He understands that being a head coach is different than being a coordinator. I need an entire team. I need an entire staff, right? He is our Dan Campbell. Right? They're a bit different as far as humans and ways, and of course he's a defensive-minded head coach. Dan Campbell's an offensive-minded coach. There's going to be differences, but the overall scheme of what I mean by that is that Dan Campbell understands that his coordinators are where it's important. His coordinators are the bread and butter, right? That's why he convinced Ben Johnson to stay. That's why he loves his defensive coordinator. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. But he's, I believe, decided to stay, right? So I'm so happy this direction we're going. So happy. JD has the mind to deal with a coaching change too. Hopefully he gets 2 to 3 years in the same system. Yeah, I mean, that's another great point. I'm not worried about Jaden Daniels. I'm not. The guy, he's got such a great head on his shoulders. He's everything you want, right? Everything you want in a quarterback. He interviews fantastic. He seems to be a great teammate. First in, last out kind of a guy. He's builds relationships. He's got a great character, great everything. Man, I want JD5 with the same offense coach, so yes, I want Cliff back. Oh, yeah, I mean, I would love Cliff back, Eugene. I'm not saying that I wouldn't want Cliff, but I'm not worried about it. We are going to get another great offensive mind in the building when Cliff decides to leave. We will. And our offense is going to continue to grow, continue to get better, continue to be as good as it's been now. We're only going up now, at least for the foreseeable future. Of course, there's going to be a fall off at some point, but we are in such a spot that us Skins fans can't imagine. We can't believe we're here. Okay? It's a wild ride that we have been on. I'm 31 years old. The last 31 years, it's been bad. You know, if this chart's here, we've been riding low, maybe a couple spikes here and there. We've been riding low, and now we're on the way up. It's a quick spike. We already have more wins on the season than I predicted for the entire season. Oh, jeez, dude. Oh, we've hired good guys and we understand what's going on. I want JD5 at the same. Sorry, I don't think Cliff would leave just to look at the situation. Why wouldn't you want to stay and coach a top 10 QB? It depends. It depends on what your aspirations are. I mean, I wouldn't hate if he left. I wouldn't hate on him at all. If he wants to be a head coach, good for him. You know, he doesn't need to have the pinnacle of who he is be a coordinator. If he wants to go be a head coach, go be a head coach. I'm not going to hate on Cliff if he wants to continue to move up the ranks, if you will. Chef Noah over Juice, yeah, potentially. You might be right. Tim, what a great time in our team's history. So happy for all the Skins fans. This is it's so true, CJ. It's so true. I want a run like the Pats Chiefs with this team. It's, knock on wood. I can't say that I know the future and this is going to happen, but if you were going to take the correct steps to get there, we've done it. We've done it. We've done it. I want to run like the Pats and Chiefs with this team, yeah. Just remember before the season I called 9 wins plus/minimum 2. ±2, yeah. I mean, we already hit that. We already hit your plus minus, or your minus at least. We've already hit that, which is, of course some things have had to go our way. We've gotten lucky in some games, of course, but we've earned it. In order to get lucky, you have to be good. Right? I'm sure if you go through the Panthers games, you could find times they got lucky. Maybe a fumble that should have been called a fumble wasn't. Maybe somebody dropped an interception. Maybe something happened that was lucky, but you never know about it because they suck. Right? They're not a good football team. So you could talk about how it's lucky, which I just did, right? I brought that up because it's true. I mean, the Hail Mary tipped into the end zone, right? Crazy, right? The Giants game, the kicker gets hurt. Now they can't make extra points, right? Okay, it could have been tied up. In the Bengals game, they missed a field goal and a 2-point conversion that could have tied it up. Okay, I mean, you could say we earned the failed 2-point conversion, but missed field goal is just fortunate in our direction, right? It's awesome, dude. It's awesome. We might see an 11-13 win season. Not many people predicted that. And I'm sorry. I'm curious to. I would be curious to see the person that predicted an 11-13 win season that hadn't been predicting a 11-13 win season every season for the last 10 years. Okay, I think you were a bit delusional if you did that, and we were living in a delusion, right? We're living in an alternate universe, and I'm happy to be here. I am ecstatic to be living in the time we are right now. Is it luck or is it magic? Shout out to my wife. Oh, look at that. She's got little James on my jersey. I love it. That's cute. Yeah, you can call it magic if you'd like. That's what we have, babe. That's what we have. Magic. All right, here we go. Let's get started. On to the film review here. Enough about Marshon Lattimore. Oh, man. Tim, we got our shutdown corner. I wonder what Jairus thinks about all this. Let's see. Was he excited? I don't know. I think he texted us. Maybe he didn't. Did he not text us today? Did I talk about it? Did I miss it? Huh. Did he not text about? Here we go. No, he didn't. I don't know why he didn't text us. I'm gonna text him then. We got LATTIMORE. Wait, what the heck? I didn't block him, did I? He thinks I blocked him, but no, I didn't block him. Hello? I don't know. For some reason, the group chat's not working anymore. I don't know. Maybe that's why our group chat's not working. Weird. Anyway, let's do this. Let's do it. Alrighty. Good old Cybert. Do they do anything fancy here? Not particularly fancy. Pretty standard. Peace and blessings out to Jarris. Absolutely. All right, here we go. So we're getting down, and I like we're doing this to beat the tight end, especially if they're running inside, to get a better angle here. Obviously, if they're running towards us, then that could be a problem. But with the running back here, you have a feeling that it's up the middle or it's out a stretch that direction. Most likely not this way, right? Of course, if they jet sweep it, they could screw us. But so you pin down here, and then you get a better angle on the tight end. That's what Dante Fowler's done the entire last 3 weeks, I guess I should say. Now, I don't know about the entire season, but we've noticed it a lot more lately as they last minute kind of pinch down on this tight end. And tight ends are obviously not natural blockers. They're not usually great blockers. So a lot of times you could actually get them beat to the inside and really get an edge on it. So I like that. Let's see what happens here. I'm curious if they want. Okay. So in this particular case, they do a read option here. And they're going to get about 3 yards, and he makes the tackle. All right, Doris Armstrong. Good job on the read option here. Looking at the men up front, too. Taking on the double teams. Frankie Louvu. Yep, so Dorrance Armstrong needs to actually collapse on this because Frankie Louvu should have Daniel Jones in this situation. So I would like to see, in this situation, with understanding what the defensive play call is, I would love to see Dorrance just go take the running back out. Don't hesitate. Just go take him out, right? If Louvu's going to hang out outside, unless Louvu's not doing the right thing and he's supposed to be filling this gap, because if he's filling this gap, then he does have to contain, right? But with Louvu stepping out this way, if he's going to be out there, go take this out, and Louvu, let him handle Daniel Jones here. But nonetheless, 3-yard gain. We know that that's going to be one of the best stops of the first half. Our run defense was atrocious in this game. All right. In the shotgun. So we're going to get a gain of 5 or 6. Let's take a look at from the end zone view. Oh, interesting. Bobby Wagner. A little fooled by misdirection this way. Actually stepped over quite a bit and then had to get back in there and fit. He does a good job to recover, though. He definitely does a good job to recover. Must be man-to-man defense or something. Maybe his man is the tight end. Cool. Does a decent job to recover, but they do give up, what, 6 yards? About 4 yards. So 3rd down and short, man in motion. Man-to-man defense here. Boom. Boom. Great defense. Great defense. Is that Wagner too? No. Who's this? Chin. Frickin' Chin, dude. He is playing so much better. Oh, it's man-to-man defense, so he does get over here. So does his job. Does a good job recognizing quickly that he does not have the football and then recovers to make a play. That is big-time defense by Jeremy Chin. Jeremy Chin, he's a guy in the first 2-3 weeks, I thought we got a bust. I thought we had an absolute dud here. Like, why did we let Cameron Curl walk? Because holy crap, he was struggling big time. But luckily, that's not the case. Tim, just stop by to see if you have been celebrating the sign. Yeah, well, the first 25 minutes of the stream or whatever it was just dedicated talking Marshawn Lattimore and how good we're doing as far as a GM is concerned. It's quite awesome. Hold on one second. Apparently, it was like something's weird's happening. Okay. Weird. Anyway, can't stay up late. I have zero problems with this film. Got to get to the Minneapolis by noon tomorrow. 7 hours out. Jeez. Good luck, dude. Thanks for being here. Going back to the beginning to listen to that when I get up. Sounds good. I have a safe trip. Absolutely. Okay, we're back. All right, let's go to the offense here. Takes a snap. Hand off to the left side. So a lot of people giving a lot of praise to BC this week. So definitely want to keep an eye out for him. BC right here. Great block. Absolutely nothing wrong with that block whatsoever. Does his job to a T. Gotta love that. Let's take a look at the back end here. Yep. And then good job by Bates. He needs to get up to McFadden, though. And does. Great job. Okay, who missed their block? Let's see. Who missed it? Let's take a look here. Well, who was the issue here? Burns just does a really good job containing. That's all. Where is Burns here? This is actually okay. So no, we're pulling Allegretti, right? Yeah, we're pulling both Biotish and Allegretti here. So BC, this block is actually not as good as we want it to be. Okay. Understanding what the assignment is, it's not as great of a block. And Bates needs to do a little better job here as well. He needs to help move this dude. Right? So what we want to do with this play, as I bring up my marker here, we want to down block to the linebacker, pull, kick him, pull, block here, and then have Eckler, and then he's going to reach here, right? Reach here. And then we're going to have Eckler run right into this gap, right? As this is shielded off, and then need to move this guy to shield this off, and so that this is not here, and we're running into this gap here. BC and Bates don't get this guy moved out of that gap that we're trying to create. The whole time they're standing in the gap that we want. He can't cut it back here because of where this guy is aligned. Cosme just has to do everything he can to just not let him blow it up. And this guy is the sack leader in the entire NFL. So good luck just stopping him when he already has an advantage as well. So there's not going to be a cutback lane here. BC needs to move this guy with John Bates' help, though. So it needs to be a double team to get this guy here to create this lane between these two. So because BC doesn't really do a good job moving that way, it forces Eckler outside, and then it basically forces him into the blocks, right? See, he's getting pushed in, and this is the gap we want to run to, right here. Potentially. Unless you're going to say it needs to go outside. And in that case, then you could say Allegretti needs to take more of a outside approach to not let him get upfield. But then even then, it's going to force Eckler way outside. I mean, with these two down blocking to the linebacker, we got to get some movement here. We got to get some movement because there's nowhere for Biadasz to go up and get this linebacker. Right? There's nowhere to go. Like, he's in a bunch of mess because BC is standing where he wants to go. Right? And it's possible that Lawrence is going to blow this up anyway. Lawrence is a beast. Right? Lawrence is a beast. You would love to see Cosme reach that, but it's that's a huge ask, trying to stop Dexter Lawrence when he has the edge on you. So, anyway, Alligator needs to push that man the heck out of the way. He has 100 pounds on him. But let's see. Okay, let's look at him one more time. So, Allegretti, let's see. What is the contact here? I mean, he does push him out of the way. I mean, Brian Burns moves a few yards. Like, it's not... He pushes him, unfortunately, right into the tackle. Right? Yeah, we got at Lattimore, dude. Daily Eggs, huge. He pushes him right into the tackle. So, in most people's eyes, I think that BC is going to get a good grade on that, but I think BC needs to do a better job of actually, and with Bates' help, I don't think Bates helped him very much to move him out of the way. He pushes him right into the run. Yeah, and that's my thing, is I don't think that's where the run was supposed to go. I think that John Bates, because since John Bates and BC are down blocking, they need to push that guy out. Push him out of there. Out of where? Adam Peters wants to trade for Max Crosby. Please let this man pull this trade off. That would be... Well, we can't now. The trade deadline's over. All right, Eckler running straight ahead. Let's take a look at this one. So we do run it similarly the other way here. But it's not the same. It's not the same here. Because we don't have a tight end on this side, and Wiley is reaching here. So Cosme does a good job of holding this gap, forcing him to come this way. Allegretti pushing here. Coleman needs to take this block over so that Allegretti can get up to McFadden. Brian Burns is an unblocked man because Jaden Daniels is going to hold him. All right, so... Good pull here from Biadasz. Good block here from Wiley. Good job creating this little gap here. Cosme does get pushed a little bit inside here, into that hole. But it is a little bit of a crease and just enough for Eckler to get in there. You'd like to see BC take over that block a little better, right? Take over this block a little better, right? He punches him here. You need to get this reach. And he has it here. He needs to just force himself in between right here. And he slows down because he's in his way. Yeah, I would almost like to see him just force his way in here. He doesn't even have to really engage in the block. Just get your body right here, right? And since he slows down, he allows this guy to get back in and make the tackle. It's hard, though. That's hard. I mean, it's fine. We got a 6-yard run out of it. We'll take that all day. Of course, back to film. So hyped for the division game. Yeah, dude, it's awesome. It's awesome. But Eckler does a good job to hit that hole. And I mean, Sam Cosmi's going against one of the better defensive tackles in the entire NFL. So there's that. And we got a 6-yard gain out of it or whatever. So awesome. I'll take that run every time, though. Absolutely. 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 Looking good protection here. Let's take a look at this protection. Coleman has got to get out there to Burns. Well, the chip helps. That's how you protect a rookie against a potential all-pro type player, Brian Burns. Chip him with a tight end, right? This is weird. These guys are very close. Is one going to stop? Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this. It's too close. Unless you're trying to go back shoulder. Then you have here. So this is McLaurin. Okay, let's look at that route from the beginning. Yeah, I call that a win by Cosmi. His guy didn't touch the running back. He got pushed back a bit, but hey, they pay Brian too. Yeah, fair. Let's take a look here. What is this supposed to be here? Interesting release here to the outside. Huh. Okay, so Jaden Daniels doesn't trust this. It seems as though this is supposed to be like a pick play, but downfield, which is odd. Like, he needs to throw this back shoulder, it looks like, right? I mean, Luke's guy is all washed back here, but for some reason he doesn't trust it, so he tries to throw it to Noah Brown. I mean, Luke McCaffrey, I mean, I don't know what else you want here. Now, I don't know who you're reading, but it looks like that's the design, is kind of Terry's a bit of a distraction here, man-to-man, and then you're trying to throw it, the trailer on Luke. Unless Luke ran the wrong route? No way, right? This is an interesting route concept. I like it, though. I didn't like it at first, but against man-to-man, this is really tough. Because this is interesting. This play is very odd to me. Because then you're also flooding. Did Luke run the right route? I don't understand. I don't particularly understand here. So how good is Coleman? We're going to find out tonight. That's something we're really focusing on. The first one, I don't think he got enough movement in the run game. The second one, he did fine. And we got a 6-yard gain. You know, he needed to take over that block, but I think he did fine. And then this particular play, he got a chip help there. But anyway, I mean, you have 5 guys in route, and all of them are in this side of the field. Yeah, I'm not sure why he didn't like this, because that seems to be as good of a look as you're going to get. Unless, no, it can't be. You know what? That's why. He looked away. Okay. So, all right. I'm seeing it now. So he is looking. So this is actually going to be a zone beater. So this is actually not a man-to-man beater at all. This is a zone beater, right? So he's looking for this corner to hang out low, right? And this guy to go deep, or vice versa, right? This guy could go deep and this guy goes into the flat. So he's looking for like a cover 3 look. If you go cover 3 here. And if this guy, shout out to Daily Eggs for becoming a channel member. Appreciate you. Thank you for supporting the channel. Anyway, and then if you get this here and then underneath, and then this guy in the flat, right? Unless he's... No, this guy's here. So yeah, this guy blitzing and then this guy out. Potentially something like that. If you get this kind of a look, then this route is really interesting because Terry McLaurin, you have to respect this over the top. He's got to respect this guy underneath, and then this becomes wide open against this route right here, wide open in the fit of that zone. So he's reading this guy here. And as soon as he drops back and is just eyeing his man, he knows it's now man-to-man, and he thinks he's going to undercut this. He ends up going over the top. So if he stays on it, he ends up having it. But he's just going to imagine that Terry's going to run this off, and then he's going to come underneath and then hang out here with Luke. And so he goes off of it. So you can see his eyes actually watching this guy right here. Oh, sorry, it's this not. Why am I circling this guy? I'm an idiot. Sorry, this guy here. As soon as he drops back here, he's then looking away. So before he even realizes that he's going over the top and he's going to be completely out of this play, he is now going to the next read. So he's going here, doesn't like it. Then he's going here. He takes it. He's feeling a little pressure as well. And so it looks like Allegretti's getting pushed back into his lap a little bit. So that's why. Yeah, my bad. Didn't know I wasn't still. Yeah, still confused why you're not on ESPN or NFL today or something. Thanks, Daly. We'll keep grinding it out. We'll see how it goes. You know, we're having fun. Looking at the protection here. Eckler gets the chip to help BC. Yeah, Allegretti probably could have used some help here. He gets taken for a ride into the lap. And then BC does a good job just clean it up, you know. I understand that this is here, but he's closer to the quarterback. He's trying to help his boy out. Let Jaden get a throwing lane, which he does. And unfortunately, it's just good defense there by 21 for the Giants and make a move. On to defense. Whew, that's a sick move. Sick move. You know what? Let me refresh this. We're at 4:16. I feel like it's getting a little laggy. Still a little laggy. Let me exit out and re-go. $4.16 is what we were at. Exit out of all of them here. All right, NFL.com, NFL Plus, games, Washington, all 22. Close enough. All right. All right. No, this is not the all 22. Oh, there I did it. They're not pulling up the all 22 now at all. Oh, this website is hot garbage. It's such a terrible website. Let's try to do this another way. Schedule. Week 9 here, all 22. Okay. Oh my god, come on. No, I want the full thank you. Is that what? Nope, that's the condensed. Oh my god, I hate this stupid website. Oh, everything works except for the one thing I want to work. Don't you love that? Don't you absolutely love that? Let me just go ahead and try clearing any history. Delete. Try deleting that and restarting. Freaking hate this. Hate this thing. have to re-sign in. Sign in. Okay. What is it? This? Okay. Okay. What is going on here? Why are you not finding my account? Nothing's easy, guys. Nothing's easy. Sign in. Sign out. Sign in. Was it at Yahoo? Got it. It's at Yahoo. Okay. Complicated order. Aisle here. I hate this stupid freaking website, bro. I hate it. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's what I get for restarting it. It's the only thing that's not working. You can watch the condensed version. You can watch the full replay. You can watch individual plays if you want. But this one right here, the only one, thank you. The only one we want to work is the only one that we're having problems with. Isn't that how it works? Okay. Sorry for that. Because I didn't want it to be choppy anymore. Okay, there we go. All right, here we go. All right, in the shotgun, takes a snap, and now this is where we get kind of gash for in the run game, right? Let's look up front here. So, Deron Payne and Johnny Newton. How are they doing here? Doing a good job taking on this block, forcing it. When you are facing a double team, you try to just force yourself into one. You don't want to go between the two of them. This is a really good job here to get off on Wagner. And somebody loses some gap integrity here. It looks like it's Wagner that gets a bit off here. And Johnny Newton also doesn't do a very good job locating the football here. Like when you're facing the double team here, you should know it's a run. So you should be looking for the football. And he doesn't do a good job locating. Like he could easily make this tackle here. But it does look as though he is in his gap. At the very least, he's trying to hit his gap. Right? In between these two, he's in between these guys, and then he's got contain. So Wagner should be in this gap here. Deron Payne sitting in his gap. He's coming into this gap, and then he's got contain. So Wagner on this particular play gets a little bit off gap assignment, and then Johnny Newton never locates the football and just focuses on his gap, which is fine. You know, you can't blame him for Wagner not being in his gap. And then Wagner still does make the tackle. Would just like to see him in the correct gap. All right. Slayton goes in motion. Takes a snap. Another handoff. Okay, who's on this one? Big play, big gash. All right, so we have Payne here in between the guard and center. We got him out on the 5. Okay. No, 3 rather. Luvu's dropping back. Interesting. Do we just not have the defenders here? I mean, Luvu dropping back definitely hurts. But where are we fitting into these gaps? So he's fighting for this gap. Gap contain. Looks like he's in this gap. So Luvu needs to get into this gap, and he needs to be in this gap. So Luvu dropping back on here. For some reason, his read is pass. Right, and he's got contain. His read is pass here. Let's go back. Is it cover 2? Is it too high? Yeah. Too high. So when you have too high, it's interesting because I feel like I heard what's his name talk about how too high is supposed to be a run defense here, but I don't really understand how that works because you take a safety out of the play and now you have one less guy in the box, right? So it's one gap, especially when you have a receiver here coming in to block the corner. But anyway, okay, so Luvu dropping back, expecting a pass play here. Kind of makes it a much easier block for here. He doesn't even get blocked and still, but he just is making a tackle way downfield where he should be shooting the gaps here. So for some reason, the read on this particular play, or I guess it's because of full-on blitz. Maybe it was a full-on blitz here. I don't know. For some reason, his read is nowhere near to go looking for the football. Don't know why. Did I miss the fumble? Game clock would be nice to know where we are. Yeah, unfortunately on the film, they don't give us the game clock. But it is early in here. Yeah, and also my screen is weird. I need to get a new monitor in general because this is like a TV monitor, and then it like hovers over the side. But no, we're still early in the game. But you can kind of follow this blue thing here to understand where we are. All right, man in motion. Takes a snap. Keeps it. Ooh, and we just have no contain. No contain here. Who's the contain man? Michael Walker is in the game. Does he not contain? Yeah, Michael Walker. That's on him. Okay, so they do attack the right spot. This is good offense by the Giants. So Michael Walker, our least experienced defensive player. I do like him, but he makes an error here. So he needs to, on the read option, right? And I guess he's just, because it's a pistol, he's not looking at the read option, but it still should be an option here. He needs to contain, right? He needs to get out there and contain this. And he does not whatsoever. He shoots the gap, right? Let's just play numbers here. I don't know if these are technically the correct gaps, but here's, he's upfield, he's here, he could be here, here, right? And there might be twists in this front. You know, maybe he goes here and he goes here or something like that. Ignore what actually may happen. But the point is all the gaps are now filled, right? So Michael Walker needs to get out here. I know Percy Butler's out here, but he's irrelevant on this particular play. He needs to be out here. Let's see. You know what? Is it 3rd and 1? That could change things a little. And it's just a really good play by them. He still needs to contain. Let's see here. No, this is 1st down. Yeah, no reason not to contain that. He needs to contain. And he doesn't. He gets into Bobby's gap. Now you have 2 guys standing in the same gap, and this becomes an easy block. You have this guy pulling. This becomes an easy block, and that's what happens when now you get a huge play. And Michael Walker not containing is the problem. All right. 2 receivers each way. Handoff up the middle. Ugh. Let's look back some here. You know, actually, I do want to see one other thing. Like, so Big Phil and the heck is that guy's name again? It is Sheldon Day. No, is it Pollard? Crap. It's Day or Pollard. One of the two. Anyway, they hold their ground pretty good. They're not getting pushed back that much. It's just too high again. When you have too high, I don't understand why they call too high a run defense. It just makes you have less guys in the box. But when you have too high, this becomes, if they block it correctly, they have the numbers to block everybody. And they blocked it correctly. It's great running by Tyrone Tracy as well. Right? It's great running here. If you just, all right, whoops. Let's go back to what we were. If you just go back to here, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys in the box, right? They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blockers. Jeremy Chin's going to back out, so he doesn't count. He would still have a blocker right here in this shadowy figure. So not only do they have a blocker for everybody, they also have to worry about him on the outside, right? Oh, baby boy's crying. He's okay. But anyway, so they also have to worry about him so you can even consider him 7. So they just have numbers here when you're running too high. Now, you may ask the question, why are you running too high, right? Why are you not stopping the run? Well, this guy, Malik Neighbors. We don't want him going deep and destroying us. So we're keeping a safety over top. And then over here, you're also keeping a safety over top. Another reason, or the main reason we traded for a Marshawn Lattimore is so now we can play more single high safety, which Dan Quinn is known for. He's known for a lot of cover 3 and single high safety looks and man up and have some, man up, man-to-man corners, right? And that's what Marshawn Lattimore brings us. But in this game in particular, they said, this guy's not beating us. Anybody but number 1. So what does that do? It creates huge run lanes here. And if you don't have one of your D tackles make a move and make a play, you go down a man, and good blocking, good cut by Tyrone Tracy, and it just is what it is, right? I mean, he's getting blocked here. He's getting sealed up here. I mean, you can shoot whatever gap you want to. You'd love to see somebody just make a crazy play and beat their man and go. But if they block it correctly, then you go. Who's our best single high safety? Quan? Yeah, I would say it's Quan. Chin is definitely growing. Another guy that could play single high is Percy Butler. I don't know who this is particular. This probably is Quan. But Percy Butler can also play single high. But I would definitely say our best one is Quan right now, Gus. But here's a single high. So now we're loading up the box here. Let's see what happens. Man in motion. Handoff up the middle. It's just a missed tackle. We have the number. This time we have the numbers, right? Just double checking nobody drops back into some crazy coverage, right? No, everybody's here. We have the numbers. This needs to be... Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, he is getting the quarterback here. So we need to do a better job of feeding our gaps. So let's see, or filling our gaps, I mean. Let's see here. What is the issue on the backside? It's a really good run by Tyrone Tracy. I see that he hits this backside angle, which is awesome. So they don't block Fowler at all. So he's in this gap. He's here. Look like he's going to this gap. He's going out here. Frankie Louvu's coming out here. This is Quan Martin. So it probably was Percy Butler with the single high. Oh, this is a bad line. He's here, 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 and outside. Interesting. Yeah, we have all the gaps filled, and it looks like everybody does their job. It's just he gets this. It's on Fowler, and I'll tell you why. He doesn't do a good job here. He gets too far upfield. This needs to be more of down this way, down the line, because then you can then go out if he keeps it. But your importance is to get this gap, right? You have to stop this. Wagner's not going to stop it. Kwan's not going to stop it. It's not their jobs to stop it. You need to play down the line. And as we go to Giants, watch Brian Burns and watch Azeez Ojulari. They do a great, great job, right? So, but this is too easy here, too far upfield, which then creates this gap between here, and he's allowed to cut and bang right up in here. So this one is on Fowler getting too high up on the read option, and that's the issue. Does the run game expose Luvu? Contributes majorly in pass, but not so much in the run. I don't think so. I mean, we've seen him make some plays in the run, especially on like shorts. I don't think so. I think people are doing their jobs for the most part. It's just when you have two high safeties, you give up a man advantage, right? And if they block it properly, like they have been, it's really hard to stop. So this is back to the single high look. Okay. Takes a snap, play action. Bink! Whoop! Oh. The hustle, man. The freaking who is this? Is that Chin again? No, it's Percy Butler. That is fantastic. Fantastic. And where do we get the ball at? Should get it right here at the 31, right? That's where the clear recovery is. But anyway, this time, though, Dante Fowler does a great job getting after it. So he made the mistake on the big play, right? Made the mistake, but this time he just makes a great move one-on-one, and yeah, he cannot get beat outside like this, too. That's just a bad play by whoever that is. Gets beat on that one, and bink, fumble. Huge. Percy Butler. Shout out Percy Butler for the hustle. And Dante Fowler just makes a great move, gets around the edge, and this tackle can't get beat that way. He just can't. It's a great job getting his hands off of you. That is beautiful. Rips those hands down and then gets around. I mean, that's also just bad blocking. This is just not a very good player. Who is that again? I don't even know. Number 70 for the Giants. Just not a very good player. Because they're on their tackles are pretty bad. And bang. Fedarian Mathis not catching that is crazy. It ends up working out in our favor that he didn't catch it because he probably wouldn't have gotten down to the 31, but Fedarian Mathis needs to catch that ball. Okay, yep, we do start at the 31. Good. All right, in the shotgun, takes a snap, delayed handoff, running straight ahead. That looks pretty good. Look at BC real quick. I mean, doesn't have to do much. We chipped a lot, man. We chipped a lot. I also think this might be Dante Fowler's best year as a pro, fulfilling his top 5 draft pick potential. He's had some moments that are off the charts. It's awesome to see. Awesome. Good job, Allegretti sealing off. Good job here by Cosme sealing him off. Biotish handling the big boy up front. That is a big time block by Biotish. To give him that crease just long enough. That is big boy football by Tyler. This is why he was a Pro Bowler. That guy right there is one of the best D tackles in football. Sack leader, I believe, in the NFL, they said. Like, whew. That's a big-time block. Good gain. 4 yards on the play. We'll take 4 yards every single run play if we can get it. Okay. Man in motion's Luke. Takes a snap. Drops back. And then PI. Bang. Good old PI, baby. It's a good read. It's a good read. You know, one-on-one out there. He's got his back to you. Make him pay. Make him pay for it. You know, you got the back to him. Throw it out there. Love that from Jaden Daniels. Love it. Okay. Maybe add in a back shoulder here. He does have over top. He's not even yet. So maybe add a back shoulder, but he throws it over the top instead, and easy PI call. Easy. Why didn't he run into the end zone? Who's he? BC. Great block by BC. And here's something that I noticed immediately. It looked pretty good. Let's take a look. So I want him to go more like this rather than like this, right? He does a lot of this, like just jumping out wide, and then he kind of gets beat around because he creates a shorter distance. So when you do this distance is shorter, and then when you do this, you can then attack. And if you wash him down this line, easy. Then there's no contain. Who's containing him? It's awesome, right? So anyway, I want to see this line more than this line. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe it's a little exaggerated, but something like this. Anywhere in this frame rather than this frame, right? Yep, it's more straight back, right? The lines don't really do it justice. Let's get rid of the lines. Just what he doesn't really go to the left very much. Just keep an eye on where he's at. And he more comes straight back, right? A little bit to the left. I want you a little bit to the left, but straight back, good punch, right? And then that's so much better than what he was doing earlier in the year. So much better than what he was doing. So love to see that from BC. It's improvement for a rookie there. And great blocking by everybody else. Perfect. PI. Okay. Handoff up the middle. Eckler trying to push the pile. Almost gets there. Whew, this is But good job by Biotish. It's a good attack here, but he does a good job pushing him to the left to create that gap. And then they double team into this. You'd like to see this be a little better block here, because then he could potentially cut right behind it like he tried to do. Who is that one? Is it Bates? Man, if Bates could get that block here. Yeah, it's Bates. It's a hard block to ask, you know. And he did his best. It's fine. We get positive yards on it. And he does finish it. That's a finish right there, Bates. That is a finish. Heck yeah. Don't give up on the play. Boop, boop. Keep pushing. Pancakes. Pancakes served from John Bates. Yeah, no. And looking at it from the backside, he was never sealing that off. It's a defensive end against a tight end. He's never doing it. So to finish your block like that, that's an A-plus play from John Bates. A-plus play. That is a C-Rod. That is a run. C-Rod should have run. Bowling ball was required. Fair. I kind of like that idea too. This is how you run this. And did we do a motion? He just thinks, just because of their alignment, he reads man-to-man. and he's ready to throw immediately. Golly, imagine if he just comes off this and picks this and goes the other way. Not sure how he read man-to-man, but I'm happy he did because that's a touchdown. Great throw. Great throw. Great read. I didn't see any man. How does he know it's man? I guess he just knows. All right. Film study. He must have done something to know that that's going to be man-to-man. Bang. First catch, Terry McLaurin, touchdown. That's why I love John Bates. Yeah, that was a great block. We can look at BC on that one too, by the way. It's fine. I mean, the ball, whatever. The ball's out so fast, it doesn't even matter. He does a good job punching him, though, getting him out of the throwing lane, so I'll take that. So far, BC's done pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. Touchdown, up 7-0, baby. Up 7-0. What were the Panthers thinking when they let go of Chin and Luvo? I mean, they were free agents, so there's not much they could do. Why wasn't that a TD? Oh, why wasn't it a touchdown is because they blew the whistle dead, so they just gave us the ball at the moment of a clear recovery. So if they didn't blow the whistle, it could have been a touchdown, but they blew the whistle dead, so luckily we just got the ball. I'll take it. There's a reason Bates had a C on his jersey this game. Fair. Did a great job there. Handoff up the middle is Tracy. Running straight ahead. Where did they start on this play? 27? Yeah, 27. Nanny motion Slayton. All right, that's okay. Gain of about 3. Good job. I think it's Day. Day recovers, gets into his gap integrity. All right. Gets pushed back a little bit, but that's okay. And they do get to about the 31. Yeah, they get to the 31. So we'd like a little bit less being pushed backwards there. 4 yards run's not great, but it's not a gash play, so we'll take it. Tim, I've been yelling for Lattimore for years. Happy we got him. What you say? Dude, you can go back and watch the beginning of this. I don't know how much praise I gave it, but just to give you a short version, ecstatic. Okay, ecstatic. In the shotgun, Slayton goes motion, takes a snap, handoff up the middle. All right, I'm curious what this is like on the back end. So they're definitely respecting Daniel Jones a little bit more, which is fine. Oh, that sucks. Lulu never locates the football. Gotcha. Okay. I see what they're doing here. So they are pushing these guys down, and then Luvu's basically becoming the D end. Right? So they're doing that late. So they're like a late 5-man front here is kind of the idea. And he becomes the man that is the quote-unquote reader of the quarterback. Or rather, the quarterback is reading Luvu, but I don't even know if he knows that in the moment of when he realizes, because he's supposed to be reading F.A. Obade, right? But now, okay, so he does a good job relocating to number 4. And number 4 needs to get down the line and understand where he's at, right? And he gets a little bit too far outside, jamming with this guy. So, let's see. Does he go upfield? Yeah, see, he's... I don't know. He doesn't see the mesh at all. It's not the best play I've seen of Luvu. He kind of doesn't understand where the ball is. Well, not kind of. He doesn't. I don't. What is he looking at? He struggles to see the ball here. I just thought of that funny. Who was that commentator that was like Lamar is better at the read option because he's black and his arms are black? I just had that thought of like, could he not see the football? He's looking right at him. Why can't he see the football? Anyway, it's not because he's one of the best athletes in the NFL. The reason that he's good at it is just because his arms are dark-skinned. But that's funny. Anyway, for some reason, Louisville couldn't locate the football, and it does give up a decent-sized run here of 4 yards. They do recover well, but you'd like to see that at Louisville. Man in motion. Handoff up the middle, and he does get enough. Dang it. Singletary enters the game. Let's see here. What do we got? I mean, it's good defense. It's just, unfortunately, they only needed 2 yards. Oof. Who is that actually? Fowler? Wait a minute. Is Fowler? Okay, never mind. What are we doing? Why? This is a bad package here. Why is this Fowler and not Fedarian Mathis or Johnny Newton? On 3rd down and 1? On 3rd and 1? Okay, this one's on Joe Witt. This is on Joe Witt here. Why is Fowler our 3-tech here on this play? That's... Hopefully with our improved national profile, Sanchez won't be calling our games anytime soon. Yeah, not having a nose, just stupid. Yeah, I don't understand that because Fowler gets taken for a freaking ride here. Yeah, it's like, okay, cool. You'd like to see Johnny Newton in that spot instead, and now they bring him back in for 1st down. I don't know. That was on Joe Witt. All right, pistol formation, handoff. Oh, you just got to make that tackle. They do a good job cleaning it up, though. Starting at the 37. That's unfortunate. You read that so well. Michael Walker. Oh, I like this kid, dude. I like him. He's just, of course, he's raw. He needs some time. But, man, that isn't a great aggressive play. He just has to make this tackle. Oh, my God. He's all over it. He's all over it. That is a great play by Michael Walker. Like, because this guy needs to get here. He has no shot. No shot of getting there. Yeah, look, he's just watching him run by. Oops. Oh, no. Oh, no. His eyes right here. Oh, no. Oh, no. But really good running by Tyrone Tracy. And unfortunately, Payne is getting pushed back here too. I like to see Payne. If Payne is able to keep this integrity and not get pushed back as much, yeah, he's getting taken for a ride here. Let's see what his block. Yeah, he doesn't do a good job of attacking one or the other. Kind of just playing like soft patty cake here with the left tackle. And then the left guard, or sorry, right tackle, and the right guard just gets to come clean him up. Like, attack. Dude, go. Go. Right? Well, and then he gets cleaned up. You'd like to see Luvu also hit this a bit quicker here instead of standing still. But yeah, Michael Walker, if he can make that tackle, that's awesome. And he gets into the tackle anyway. Go Michael Walker. Gets in there. I love this kid, dude. So aggressive. I'm glad he made the team. I liked him a lot in preseason. Just needs to be developed. Oof, Luvu. Luvu ran into a brick wall. Holy moly, number 70. This is why he's an NFL offensive lineman. Boop! Yeah, now you're going the other way. That's a full head of steam Luvu that he just says, yeah, no, you're like my little brother. Sit down. Let's go back to the end zoneville view, rather. Why do you think they let Obade go? F.A. Obado. Why can't I talk? F.A. Obado go and not Forbes? Do you think they are comfortable with our defensive end depth? Let's take a look. How much defensive ends do we have? Maybe they are predicting Javonte Jean-Baptiste coming back in. And you know what? They probably are pretty good with our depth because they do use Luvu at the end a lot. They use Dante Fowler at end a lot. But yeah, they do have a lot of guys in the secondary. Holy smokes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 DBs. That's an insane amount of DBs. And we only have technically 3 DNs right now. But kinda, right? Really, we're a 2 linebacker team. So Dante Fowler is basically more of a defensive end. They list our on ESPN as a 4-3, but we're almost more like a 5-2, right? Or a 4-2-5. We have a lot of 3 safety looks, right? We have a lot of Percy Butler, Jeremy Chin, Quan Martin on the field at the same time. Or Noah Iganagani, Mike Sanderstill, and Benjamin St. Juste with Quan and Chin. So we do use a lot of 3 corner looks. But anyway. Yeah, Luvu runs into a brick wall right here. It's a really good block by 70. That's a really good block. Who struggled? Is it another too high look, or is it just Jeremy Chin comes down late? Whatever. Doesn't matter. Okay. At the 46. Under center, QB sneak. We at least have a nose tackle in the game this time, right? Yeah, we at least have Payne and Johnny Newton and Holmes, a big D end. Good by them. Good by them. Obada is a DN/DT, so he's a tweener. Yeah, Fowler is a Leo linebacker. He was touted as a prototypical Leo linebacker coming out of Florida. Yeah. What quarter is this? Oh, we are in quarter number... We're actually still in the first quarter. We're about to get into the second quarter, I think. Yeah. We're getting close to the second quarter here. We just had the QB sneak. All right, Daniel Jones, short left, scramble. Yeah, we just had the QB sneak, so we're still 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Okay, handoff up the middle. There you go. Still a 4-yard gain, unfortunately, but Tyrone Tracy's doing a great job, dude. I guess they didn't like Obada's play from this game and decided they didn't need him. Yeah, for some reason. Maybe they're going to bring another D end in. I'm not sure. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Bringing outside pressure here with Luvu. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Get a gain of another 4 yards or so. Running the ball very well. It's just a unfortunately timed blitz to not have Luvu in the middle there. You'd like to see Wagner, I guess, kind of blow it up, but he's kind of in a doesn't matter what you do situation. I wish they aggressively pursued one of the defensive ends in free agency, but it's okay. Yeah. Unfortunately, we traded a lot to get Lattimore. Right, a third, fourth, and sixth for Lattimore is a lot of what they wanted to trade. They didn't want to give up their second or their first. So, loses contain. Is that Holmes? No, it's Farrell. Cleland Farrell. We have no contain here. Why is it? Yeah, nobody's in this gap. What's going on here? Yeah, Chin's a little late to the gap here. Is it man-to-man defense? Does Chin go with Slayton? Yeah, it's man-to-man defense. He's focusing on the tight end. He's focused here on the tight end, man-to-man here. Man. So it causes him a little bit late to this gap here that's his. So still gets in on the tackle with Johnny Newton, but the man-to-man defensive call, slow to the run defense. Grenard has been balling, yeah. Could have got Baron Browning from the Broncos, I think, for a 6. Well, we traded our 6th. It was 6 was a part of the Lattimore deal. I don't know if we had another 6th or not, but we traded away our 6th. Man in motion, takes a snap, play action, setting it up out there. Bang! Chin, who just, I wouldn't say gave up the big run, but Chin, who just was a part of that run that couldn't quite get there in time to slow it down before a big play, gets in there and blows this one up. How has Cleland Farrell played? I don't have much complaints so far. I haven't noticed anything horrible. Like, he did shoot that gap. Unfortunately, Jeremy Chin wasn't in his gap, so I don't know. So far, so okay. Great play by Chin. Yeah, huge play by Chin. Play action, setting up the screen. Yeah, that's helpful, to say the least. Okay, Daniel Jones takes a snap, drops back, steps up. Oop. Oh, man. 2nd down and long, dude. We got to get this sack. Unfortunately, this is Payne and Day instead of Payne and, or not Payne. Sorry, this was Mathis and Day instead of Payne and Newton on this particular play. They do get pressure, but they don't actually make the tackle. I mean, that's a great play by Federian. It's a good avoid. Don't worry about blocking it. Let the defenders, let the secondary do it, okay? Let the secondary block the ball. You just go tackle Daniel Jones, all right? Just go tackle him and don't worry about blocking the football. He gets off his feet. That's classic. You don't do that. He's jumping for the ball here. Nope, just go after the tackle, dude. Go tackle him. Don't worry about knocking the ball down. I mean, contain. They do their jobs. Fedarian's doing his, and then Days with his hand up too. Don't worry about putting your hands up. Just go get the quarterback. Ugh. Why is my stuff in reverse? Eric Green subscribing. That was weird. Why was that in reverse? Whatever. Doesn't matter. Okay. Hurrying up to the line. Levu false start. Basically gave them the first down here. Third down and a long 5, and now third down in inches, and they get in there. Dang it. Broncos got a lot of defensive in-depth that they don't even know what to do with. Gotcha. That was a miss by Sheldon Day. It was. But it was also for Darian Mathis. He just needs to go tackle him instead of worry about putting your hands up. Okay. In the shotgun. Oh, no contain. No contain. Where's the contain man here? It's better here. I think this is on Wagner. I think Wagner needs to come out here. I think Wagner needs to get out there. That one I think is on him. Because he stays here, guts this, and then he comes around. But he doesn't locate it. That's on Bobby, I think. Okay, single back, takes a snap, play action, roll into his left side, throws underneath. Good tackle by Noah. Good job. Quick and easy play there. Quick and easy play. Single back. Fakes the pitch, handoff in. Oh, man. Good night, almighty. That worked to perfection. Wow. I mean, that's clean. That is clean. Huh. I mean, it's as blocked perfectly as you can get. I don't even know what we could have done better. Right? I mean, you're not expecting him to get the football here. I guess maybe if he can blow this up, but yeah, you basically just need a Herculean play by one of the players to just beat his dude. But that's textbook. That is that might need to be played more often. They may need to do that one more often here. You know, sometimes you pitch it and then he just blocks the backside, I guess, or something like that. But wow. That's pretty dang good. You get off the blocks is what you need. Yeah, you just need somebody to make a move, make a play. But when they block it to perfection like that, it's just over. And I think he got a PI here. Got his eyes too much in the backfield. Yeah, he didn't believe that guy was a threat. Okay. Well, obvious what happened there. Just eyes in the backfield, and it is what it is. All right, let's do this thing. All right, so huge long drive there by the Giants. Wagner was having issues containing the runs, shows his weakness at times. Yeah, I mean, he's got... I mean, nobody's perfect. You're going to have times where you make mistakes. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to do there. It's hard to predict that Slayton's going to get the ball. I don't know how often Slayton does get the ball in that spot. And it hits you so quick and fast that I don't know. You got to be ready for that one kind of thing. And somebody blows the play up at the right time and gets it going. So, all right, in the pistol. Play action's going to keep it. And then he gets around the edge. It's so good. But yeah, watch Brian Burns here on the read option. You see how let's actually probably be seen better on the other side. Watch how Brian Burns is one of the best that I've seen. We've seen him now twice. He is so good against the read option. It's so disciplined, right? Look, he's even reaching for it. No gap. No gap here. All right, he is not going to run here. And then he's and he also doesn't get upfield very much, right? It's just he's more worried about closing this gap. And then still, here's the gap here, right? And then he's got usually the speed to get up there and go get it, right? But Jaden Daniels, he different. And he gets around the edge. Like, that is because he's a fantastic athlete, right? This is great defense by Brian Burns. Great defense. All over it. 95% of other quarterbacks, 99% of other quarterbacks, he makes the play on that easy. And he's actually made the play against Jaden Daniels the previous game. Like, he's really, really good at it. But luckily, Jaden's just better. Hand off to the left on 3rd and 1. Good job. Where's BC? BC's right here. Okay. So this is the same play we ran earlier, right? Except with 2 tight ends, I think. This play's not working for us. And why? What are we expecting here? So, pull, reach, seal, right? Down block. I didn't see what he's doing. I'm assuming he gets out. Or is he down blocking also? What was he doing? So it's actually down block and pull. I like this combo better rather than having him reach. So pull Cosme and down block here with the center. I like that against this defense. Down block. So the center is going to come block the end man, and then this guard is going to come block here. He needs to get here, and he's reaching here. So they're not blocking Azeez Ojulari at all on this particular play. They're going to say he is out of the play. Irrelevant. Right? I guess also the play action's kind of holding him, right? He's got to respect the play action. So not blocking him at all. I like that. So he's going to get up here. Okay. So in that case, he's got to come block this. He needs to get a push here, and he needs to get a push here to create this wall on this side. He's then going to block this, and we need Cosme to come over and block this to be the lead blocker. So what do we see here? Yeah, John Bates doesn't do a great job. Yeah, he does a terrible job, actually. Terrible job stopping here, and I don't particularly like the play in general. It's a good job there from Eckler. I just think you're asking, like, in order to run this play, like, these two have got to be, like, Trent Williams and George Kittle. Right? Or Christian Darrisaw and TJ Hawkinson. Like, you have to have two elite players here because you need this guy moved and you need this guy moved. Right? If you have Trent Williams and George Kittle, you can run this type of play. But, I mean, BC is not Trent. Okay? You may like BC, but BC ain't Trent. And he does do a decent job here. Like, this is not on him. I would actually say that this is okay. You know, he's getting pushed back a little bit. You would like to see him hold better, right? But obviously the real culprit, if you will, is John Bates. And no, it's not even John Bates, is it? Yeah, it is John Bates on this particular play. Also, the Giants' front seven are actually very good. Yeah. BC has gotten better at sustaining blocks. What a gem we found. Yeah. You're asking too much of John Bates to be able to block a masterclass like Burns. I agree. And that's what I'm saying. I think it's kind of like a play that you run when you have a guy like George Kittle, an elite blocker there at the tight end spot. Play action. What a catch by Noah Brown. This catch. Let's see. Where does when does he throw this to? See, it's probably a tad bit late. Probably want to see him throwing this before he makes his cut. And that kind of does hurt the timing of this play a little. But overall, it's fine. Like, I mean, we're talking milliseconds here. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. It's just a heck of a catch by Noah Brown. A heck of a catch by Noah. He still got Burns to the ground. Wasn't a great rep, but not a total failure. Yeah, I mean, I'm just talking about why that particular play failed. It's not a hate on John Bates in general. It's just, I mean, we're expecting a lot of John Bates if you think he's actually George Kittle. All right, let's see here. Play action. The offensive line, man, holding up good. Holding up good. Excuse me. But it is pretty much max protection here, so I hope they hold up good. But it's better than what we had last year. They couldn't even hold up in max protection. Good night. We'd have 8 blockers against 4 rushers and somehow get a sack of like 2 guys meeting at the quarterback. It's like, how? How is that possible? Man in motion, play action. Oof. So, cover 2. Or, it's usually cover 2 in that kind of situation. Is it cover 1? Or it's cover 3. But nonetheless, this guy comes off this block and gets here. Jaden thinks he's running with him. Nope, not the case. So it's a really good play by this, whoever that is, a safety or whatever. He's bottling this up. This is a tight window throw. Yeah, this is not the play against cover 3 that you want to see. Like, this is not known as a cover 3 beater here. So you got a runoff, chip and out, in, hook. I think he was blocking. Or is he going motion? No, yeah, he's just blocking. Yeah, good. Oh, and he still finds a way to get positive on a play. It's awesome. Burns. Tim, why was the Colts-Vikings game flexed to Sunday night? Was it? It wasn't flexed, was it? I don't like tight ends 1v1 on the play side of a D end anyhow. Backside, sure, all day. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, when you're expecting your tight end to move a defensive end out of the way, I think you're asking way too much. I think they need to do better scheming the run towards this O-line blocking instead of the tight end blocking the D end. Yeah, I 1,000% agree. And it could just be a bad front that they were looking at also. So Kind of would have been a nice play. A veteran quarterback may have been able to check out of it. All right, in the shotgun. Because you're not going to be able to call every single play perfect, right? Or like against the right defense all the time. Like sometimes the defense is going to call a better a play that stops what you're calling. So it's nice when the quarterback can change it. Now, if they play a wide 9, a tight end might have a better shot at blocking. The point is like when you are expecting them to down block them and move them. It's one thing if you're in like zone, like outside zone, you're just running with them, and the outside zone, the scheme is built on, it doesn't matter what the defensive end does, he's wrong, right? If he beats you upfield, then you cut it inside. If he beats you inside, then he bounces it outside. So it almost doesn't matter, right? But in a play where you're expecting your tight end to line up, engage in a block, and move him physically out of the way, that's a lot. All right, handoff up the middle. Nice. Oh, that's pretty. Let's look at this from the back end. That was blocking 101 here. This looks good. Let's take a look. All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love this. I love it. I just... You're seeing this more and more in the NFL. Down, pull, just not pulling like way out, just switching sides, making it an easier block. Instead of going back here, instead of reach and go, right? Instead of having them reach and go like that, it's much easier. Just bang, boop, perfect, right? So he's getting up to the linebacker, he's reaching, and he's going to cut off the backside of Burns, looks like, and then pulling up to this linebacker, and then he has him. Unless they're going to have him get the inside guy. What does he do? No, he goes to the backside. So he's just getting up to the safety immediately, and he's going to come cut the backside. I like that too. Yeah, BC doesn't have to do a whole lot this play. He does his job. You know, in a perfect world, he cuts this guy off completely and turns him somehow. But that's a lot to ask and expect. Honestly, it's like, you know what? Stop him from getting upfield, and then let Ecker hit the hole and make a move. And it's just expect that guy to not be an athlete enough to do what he needs to do to stop this play. I think we actually had this earlier where, who was it? We had the same play earlier, right? Kind of. When we pulled. Because I remember him reaching, and then, what was it, like, he didn't get to the linebacker in time or something like that? This time he does. And beautiful play by Eckler into the second level. Talk about taking that all day. That's huge. Okay, man in motion, Senate. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff, setting up the screen. It's awesome. It's kind of nice. I like this idea. It's probably a tendency breaker because I wonder how often we've actually run something like this with Eckler out here and Noah Brown. Usually you want this guy out here to be an extra blocker, and especially with a little nuance here is Eckler's on the line of scrimmage with Noah off. If that is switched, it almost gives another hint that it's going to be a screen pass to Eckler because he's off the ball and you want to get easier block for Noah Brown. So it's a very cool, and then you just get rid of a blocker completely, make them shift and ignore this, right? So the likelihood of them running a screen out here successfully is not as good, so you're not as focused on it, right? Just like little nuance there of it, getting your opponent to kind of look away at what you're doing, and they're not attacking it, right? They're not like going full-fledged. They're not going full-fledged. They're not doing anything, especially with all this action and stuff in the run game. And then you come back to the backside, and now he is not understanding what's going on exactly. He's seeing it now, but he's going to go block him, and now he's going to run right behind the block. And now this guy's way out of the play. This guy's way out of the play. And then he just runs right outside of it. Luckily, we did not get called for a holding there. Or did we? I don't remember. Actually, was that a holding call? It should have been. No, it wasn't. Very fortunate for Wiley to not get called. Don't know how that's not a holding, but I'll take it. All right. Excuse me. Jaden Daniels keeps it, shakes and bakes, and loses a yard, or maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. But Azeez Ojulari, take a look. This is another guy that guards these. It's so good, right? Shut down this gap as much as possible. So if he hands off, he can't just run right by you, right? And then when you see he doesn't have the ball, and you see he does, turn upfield, and you're athletic enough to stop it, right? And it also, like, you can kind of play it. It's almost like it's a chess match, right? It's a chess match. So how this play started is that this guy was coming off and blowing up the running back, right? So what are we going to do? We're going to fake to the running back and run with the quarterback, right? That's the initial look at this, because he was trying to a lot of people trying to down block the tight end. The defensive end too fast, gets to the running back, blows it up. Okay, no problem. So what are we going to do? The evolution here, we're just not going to block him. We're not going to waste our time. Let him go. If he goes to blow up the running back or quarterback keeps it, rocks and roll, right? Okay, so understanding that, the defensive end is now not going to attack. He's then going to start focusing on the quarterback. Well, we just hand it off and he runs here. Okay, so now you have to stay down, and then he's going to hand it off, and you're going to take it off, and then you're going to hand off, stop it. So he's not going to hand off, so he's going to run. So now you're probably focusing too much on the running back, right? So now what do? Continuing to evolve here is now the quarterback's getting out there too often, is we're going to shut this down, and now he already knows. All right, I've done enough. I've shown this, right? So now I'm just going to show this, and then I'm going to get a jump on it. I'm going to run, right? I'm actually not focused on the running back. I don't care about the running back. I just want to do this enough to then jump, right? Before he even realizes who has the ball, he's already going this way. His body's already going that way, and that's why this play doesn't work, right? So it's almost now like it's the next move in the chess match is sometimes when you see the D end, right? And this is not gonna be an every time thing. It's gonna have to be, 30% of the time you hand off, 70% of the time you don't, something like that. Whereas you have to make him really respect this run. So when he cuts inside, hand it off to him anyway, because now he's gonna bounce out expecting the quarterback to have it, and now you're gonna create the run, right? So it's now gonna have to be a tendency breaker the whole way. It's cool. It's like you're seeing the evolution of this play continue and continue and continue and continue. This one play. And then you can have 1,000 plays and all of those different ways, which is why football is a fun game to study and learn and understand. But evolving here. So McNichols is going to get the ball. He's going to be the read option, man. And he just keeps it run straight ahead. And I do believe he got the first. Actually, no, I don't think he did he? I think it was 4th and 1. It turned into 4th and 1, yeah. And Jaden Daniels had to scramble the next play. That's right. 'Tis right. All right, man in motion's Eckler. Play action. Just keep it. I love the play. Love it. Because he is a real threat as a runner, right? If he focuses too much on here, pitch it over here. Run it over here. You have this guy trailing, right? And they block everybody up. Okay, well, I'm just going to beat this guy to the edge because he can't keep up with me, and I'm going to get a yard easy. He ends up getting 6. Okay, in the shotgun, hand off. Push the pile, baby. That's just beautiful. Honestly, Okereke is right there, but that's just great hard running by Eckler. B-Rob who? Just kidding. Ah, Coleman doesn't get there, huh? That's Coleman's guy. Ah, poor angle by BC. Very poor angle. Very poor angle. Understanding he wants to go this way, you need to cut him off. He just runs straight at him and then allows him to run underneath him. You got to run where they want to go, not at him. You see, he's way too straight. Way too straight. And goes this way. Ah, BC. BC. You get that block. That's a touchdown. We don't need another play. Is this Terry McLaurin's other catch? No. No, this is the Eckler touchdown. Eckler actually did punch it in this time. That's just hard running by Eckler. That is hard running by Eckler. How do we successfully get into the end zone here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blockers. If you want to count it, 7. But if you don't count this 7, you only have 6 versus 8. This is just Eckler. Boom. That's crazy. Do you think we'll sign a running back next draft as Eckler leaves next year? I don't think he leaves. According to over the cap, he's under contract for a 2-year deal. Yeah, 2 years, $8 million. So he ain't leaving, dude. We have him. He's locked in. I'm seeing these Giants defenders right there every time, but we are just more athletic than them. Impressed by the Giants, but also impressed by how even when the scheme somewhat breaks down, we manage. Yeah, yes. Very all true. I love that too. Okay, in the shotgun. Play action. Big boy play right there, baby. Big boy play right there. I think it was Ferdarian Mathis. Is that who got a hand on it, if I remember right? No, it's Luvu. Luvu, baby. There you go, Luvu. That's huge play by Luvu. Huge play. Because, of course, Benjamin St. Juste is getting rocked by Malik Neighbors. All right, time. And in motion, 2 receivers each way. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle. There we go, baby. There we go. And you know what? From this point on, at this point, they had 7 carries. No. 4. No. At this point, they had 7 yards a carry. What does that add up to be? 20 carries for 140 yards, I think, so far in this at this point. I think it was 20 carries for 140 yards in the first half. And then it stops now. Now we're going to see a run defense that gets so much better. So much better from here on out. So we'll see what adjustments they made. First of all, single high. That's the first adjustment. Get Jeremy Chin down in the box, right? Like, actually, let's go back to that run play and just look at that more, right? Single high, right? That's step 1. You want to have the numbers in the box. Okay, you're killing us in the run. Fine. We got to go single high. Got to put the other safety in the box. Have to. So that's step 1, right? Yep. Comes down. Show 2 first, but then come down. Good job. And And then Bobby Wagner doing a good job punching. Oh, excuse me. Punching and then getting to the back. Beautiful. This film bodes well for us against Philly, which I estimate will have a tougher than I'm attacking the offensive scheme. Yeah. How we feeling since this morning? Loving the Lattimore pickup. Loving it. So that's huge. Blitz coming on third down. Steps up. Pressure. And Jeremy Chin. That's a heck of a play. Heck of a play by Jeremy. Man-to-man. Third down. Need a play. Good blitz call, too. So he has to throw it off his back foot. So probably also because he actually does step into it. It's actually a relatively clean throw. But Jeremy Chin just makes him better, man. Be better. Be better. BSJ is dropped next offseason. He might finish his contract. If he's under contract next year, he might stay. But if he's not under contract, he's gone. No ifs, ands, or buts. We don't need him. We have a second round corner, and we just traded a bunch for an elite corner. So probably add another guy or in the free agency that maybe has some potential too. Back to return. Makes the first guy miss. A little Olimide Sakis. Get out of bounds. All right. Back with the ball. Up already by 7. Takes a snap. Handoff to the right. Slips a tackle. It's great running. Let's look at the backside of this side. Offensive line here. Oh, sorry. That was McNichols who got the ball right. Yeah, McNichols. Yeah, I mean, BC didn't have to do very much on that play. It's, again, the same type of run play here. Poor boy. Sorry if you hear him in the background. He's struggling tonight. He's usually sleeping pretty good. Drops back, looking, pumping, keeps it. Love it. Love it. Empty backfield. Yeah, he probably could have thrown the comeback here, but that's the only thing that's kind of open. So, yeah, why not? Run it for a first down. We'll take it. It's not particularly anything exciting or open. BC does a great job right there, though. Great job. Yeah. Good read. Good read and rock and roll. This is awesome here by BC. This is awesome. God, it's already improved. It's just improved. Oh, the coaching. The coaching, dudes. Just go watch it, okay? In the beginning, he was jumping out here, jumping at him, and then he was getting beat around because he's horrible angle and just getting ran around. Just, it's so much cleaner. Just stepping backwards. And it causes him to be, he's a great athlete. He's got great feet, great footwork. Just straight back. Let him come to you. Let him come to you. Right? Okay, you're coming to me. Now you have the angle. Now you can't get around me. I'm too quick. You can't get around me. Oh, that's... That is gorgeous by BC. So much better earlier in the year. So much better. That is technique at its finest. Technique. And it's improved by coaching. Oh, that's so huge. Okay. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle. Not a lot this time. Let's take a look. I would say that BC is doing better in the pass game than the run game, which is funny because he's usually known for the opposite. Yeah, this one they just weren't fooled. They just attacked everybody, huh? Oh, this guy attacked. Not everybody. Okay. Oh, that's actually sucks. He should have ran here. Oh, this is not good running by McNichols. He had the gap. Or sorry, Eckler. What is he doing? You're handing off this way. Run here. Why are you cutting it back? Yeah, that was ridiculous. You had the lane. I guess, is it supposed to be a counter where he's running this? If that's the case, then the offensive line did not do good at all. What is he doing? Okay, Cosme, that was terrible. If your job is to move that big boy, if your job is this, then go get him. What are we doing? We need you to move. We're having a lead blocker this way, right? He's down blocking. He's going to get here, seal this off. Lead block. Bang, bang to here. Did one of these two pull? I'm assuming seal hinge and pull to get to this linebacker. Let's see. What did he do? What did he do? I'm assuming he pulls. No, he doesn't. What is he doing? There's no way that's the right thing. This can't be a counter. This is just... No, it's not a counter. It's only a counter if he's pulling there or something, because the blocking doesn't make any sense. No, this is just bad running by Eckler. Eckler just misses this. Because he does a good job here, and then he's getting to the linebacker. Yeah, this... And then this guy here... Whoops. Hold up. Sorry. And then McNichols is holding up the other linebacker just because he's another running back, right? So he's running here. He's running this way. These two are going to get here to here, right? Here, blocking these two. He blocks him. He blocks him. They don't care about this guy. Who cares about this guy? Yeah, this is just bad running by Eckler. The gap was there. I don't know what he's doing, what he's thinking. Man in motion, looking, steps up. That is a freaking throw and a half. Oh, I love it. I just love it, dude. I love it. Why did he throw this ball? Why did he feel comfortable throwing this football? This guy is looking directly that way. Directly that way. Essentially, he's out of the play. Out of the play because he's running to here. He's clearing out. He's got to stay with him. Like, because this, with where he's throwing the ball, this could easily be a deep shot. You can't just automatically come down to here, right? So he's got to stay there. That's why he's comfortable throwing this ball. He's not looking for the ball at all. Just not looking for the ball at all. Great placement. Only where Noah Brown's going to catch the ball. That's quite special. That is quite special. Good chip here, helping BC out. Why not? As you go out into the flat. It's a little wobbly ball, but man, that's quarterbacking. You see the defender's name, you throw the football. Huge. Ugh, not a lot this one. Not a lot here. What is up with this play? It's a good play by Okereke. Very good play by Okereke. He's supposed to reach this block, and Okereke just reads this and hits. Yeah. Allegretti couldn't get to him, which is hard to get to him. Honestly, this is kind of crazy. You're expecting him to get here? Why? I guess you're really banking on this running back moves him a little bit, but he doesn't get fooled at all. Like, if he does get moved by this, then Allegretti can get there. So you're hoping this action slows him up just a tad. But the problem with it is that I think Jaden turns the wrong way. This is Jaden turning the wrong way. This play works 1,000% better if he fakes this handoff, spins this way, and then Eckler just takes the ball from his hand going that way. But with his body immediately turning here to give this, and then he sees this going this way, he knows that I can just go this way. Like, this is irrelevant. This is an irrelevant threat. Right? I want to see this exact same play just with this instead, and then have him take the ball this way instead of turning here and handing the ball. Yeah, I know why he did it. It's a bad snap, too. It's a bad snap. I think that might be why he does it, because he doesn't want to ruin the timing here. Because it's high and outside, so he's just like, whatever, I'll just hand it to him, because he doesn't want to then have to like flip all the way back around. I think he still needs to do it, but I think that's probably why. Flip around the other way, and just this play, he gets actually held up, and I think he can reach there. I think that simple nuance allows Okereke to blow this play up. Interesting. Okay. I hope they adjust that. I like that play. Odella, you're cooked. What's up, Roke? How are you? 2 receivers each way. Just back to pass. Quick throw. Quick pitch. After the loss, get a positive play. Love it. Good call. Also love BC here. BC's figuring it out on Pass Pro. It's freaking awesome. It's fantastic, and I'll take that all day. Take that all day. BC's improved so much in Pass Pro. So much. That's awesome. That's great to see. Defensive holding here. Don't call it. That time he looked like he got it a little bit into his bad habits. No, it's still okay. Like, it's not as bad. And he's letting him come to him. It's a little bit farther outside than I would probably want, but it's okay. It's good. It's very good. I'd take that any day of the week. Don't get your your shoulders ahead of your skis here. Great protection by BC. Love it. Love it. Top 3 needs for next year: wide receiver, edge, O-line. No, our O-line's set. Yeah, unless it's the right tackle. But Wiley's still under contract. But if BC is our left tackle, which he's playing a lot better in pass pro today, which is awesome to see. I guess I would want a right tackle still, potentially. But our biggest needs are going to be either signing Bobby Wagner or replacing him. Okay, I don't know how you replace him, but that's going to be our biggest need, linebacker, unless we re-sign Bobby. But for now, our biggest, scariest hole for next year is Bobby Wagner, right? Jeremy Chin, so safety, we need to get that. I'm not worried about wide receiver at all. I'm not big in needing 1,000 receivers. I don't care about receivers. The team that won back-to-back Super Bowls had mid-rate, like lower tier receivers, right? Kansas City does not have great receivers. Who cares about them, right? So no, receivers are not somebody that I'm super pressed on getting. And our O-line is all under contract. BC, Wiley, Biotish, Cosme, and Allegretti, but the only one that I would be really pressed to get rid of is Wiley. Yeah, I don't know. Chin will be extended. I would re-sign Bobby. His leadership goes a long way. Yeah, I that's the biggest need right now is who's gonna fill the Bobby Wagner role. We're not letting John Allen go. Okay, just realize this. Anytime you hear somebody talk about Jonathan Allen being traded, just move on and understand it's just clickbait and it's whatever. It's not happening. Adam Peters and Dan Quinn love Jonathan Allen. Love Jonathan Allen. Okay? He's not going anywhere. He's staying. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you could always get O-line depth. There's no doubt about that. That's fine. I just wouldn't consider depth our biggest need, I guess, at that point. And probably still another corner. One more corner. All right. I mean, you can say receivers a need. That's fine. But I'm not pressed about wide receiver. No, Peter. You're one of the biggest haters of Jonathan Allen, okay? Haterade. Just like when you were saying Terry can't score touchdowns. Oh, he's not a red zone threat. Okay? Now he's second in touchdowns in the entire league. Just throw him the ball. What do you know? 2 red zone touchdowns today. Or yesterday. The other day. Whatever. Freaking holding. Ugh. You don't think we would trade next year? No. Jonathan Allen's going nowhere. Terry isn't the one setting the records. Jaden's is. Dude, Terry. Just throw him the freaking ball, dude. Just throw him the ball. Nobody else is throwing the ball. You act like Terry was getting targets and not catching them. Like he was messing it up. No. Jaden's throwing him the ball and Terry's making him right. Jaden's great too, though. Love Jaden. Holding, bring it back. All right. Oof, good play there by Burns. Great play by Burns. All right, Peter, I got 20 that Jonathan Allen stays. I got 20 if you want it. I'm not betting $1,000. I know you freaking gamble tons of money, but I will bet you $20 Jonathan Allen plays here week 1 next year. Okay? Well, he's not traded. I should say that. Maybe another injury or something crazy happens. But he ain't traded. He's going to be on the team, on the roster, week 1 next year. Very serious, all right. There you go. See? I told you, okay? Everybody that says Jonathan Allen is leaving, it's clickbait. They don't mean it. They're not putting their money where their mouth is. They're not. They know that Jonathan Allen is not moving, okay? They know it. They know it. They know it. They know it. Everybody knows Jonathan Allen's not moving. They just hate him, okay? They don't like him. And it's weird. It's annoying. I don't know why. They just think he sucks at the game of football, which is ridiculous. He does not suck at all, okay? He's a beast. Top 10 defensive tackle in the league minimum, okay? And he's top 15 paid. He's the 15th highest paid defensive tackle in the league today, okay? He's not some way overpaid, crazy top 3 tight end or tackle play. No, he's 15th on the list, all right? 15th on the list. He's cheap for what he's worth, okay? He's a fantastic player through and through, and $20 million for a dude like that is cheap. All right, here you go. In the shotgun, Jaden Daniels. Takes a snap, handoff up the middle. Three receivers to the right. Takes a snap. Good chip. Checks it down. Could have he squeezed there? That actually closed up pretty quick. It looked like he had Ertz for a half second, but it looked like it got closed up. No, 27 does a really good job closing that gap. So good job not throwing that way and throwing it underneath. And I think whoever this, doesn't he make a guy miss? Yeah, De'Ami Brown. Make it happen, baby. That's crazy. One guy missed, and he throws it in stride so he can just hit it, immediately turns upfield, right? It's not a weird throw where he has to make something crazy happen. Nope, just catch it in stride. Perfect throw by JD. Turns upfield, stiff arms a man, slips a tackle, De'Ami Brown. Bang. What position would you target first in the draft? Such a great question. Such a great question. I don't think we need to target anything. You know what I'm targeting? I'm targeting the dude that falls. You know? The guy that was projected top 15, but for some reason fell to our pick at 32. Just kidding. That fell to our pick 24, 25, 26, 27. But he was projected top 15 and for whatever reason fell, like the Brian Branches of the world that fell into the people's lap, the TJ Watts of the world that fell into the 20s, whoever the weird player that for some reason fell into our laps, go get it. Just go get it. And just continue to build this team all around. Because in top 25, you don't target a position at that point. You got to kind of see what the draft does, and you don't force feed a position. You just take BPA. 32, yeah. All right, in the shotgun. So the ball's out so quick, the offensive line doesn't even matter. But I love the chip here. Make sure to continue to help the rookie, even though he's playing very well in pass pro. Why force him to have to play well every single rep? Three receivers to the left. Takes a snap. Drops back. It's just so freaking good. It's just so good. It's so good. And you know why he throw this again? No, he just threw it because it's... You know why he throws it there? You know why he throws it? You know why he throws it? Because it's number 17. Okay? That's why we throw these. That's why we throw it. Okay? The safety didn't help. It's one-on-one. I don't care. Just put it right here. Bink! Just put it right there. Bang. Terry can stay because he's playing above his pay grade, waiting on John Allen to put his big boy pants on and do the same. Okay, that's fine. He could definitely play better. I'm not denying that. He did not play well early in this season. That's fine. But if you're going to judge him on 4 games in a new defense with 9 new players or whatever it was, 8 new players starting on this defense, that's fine. It's fine. I think it was eight new players because it was Benjamin St. Juice, Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen. Everybody else is new. I guess. Well, Quan is new to the starting lineup, right? He was here last year, but new to the starting lineup. Well, Abdullah, a lot of people weren't on the Terry train before this year, okay? A lot of people weren't on the Terry train before this year, okay? Peter likes to like Terry for in some weird way and then hate on Terry every other way. Just giving Peter a hard time. Shout out, Pete. All right, you're taking a lot of heat tonight. I appreciate it. You're standing strong. I appreciate you. You're great, and I just wanted to give you a compliment. Love that you're here. Thanks for being here. And it's all good. It's always fun to go back and forth. Take jabs. It's all fun. Chiefs still scare you, though. They seem unbeatable. Chiefs are extremely scary because they can score. They can pop off and score at any moment, right? They haven't been great offensively yet, but they can be so much better, so much potential, yet their defense is elite. When you can get 1K yards with bad line or Sam and Heineken passing, you said you solid. Yeah. How long is Lattimore out for? He's got a hamstring, so he might have to nurse it a week or two. I don't. He's been out for a couple of weeks already, so hopefully not long. When you get 1K yards. All I know is that I was the only one in a panel of about, I don't know, 8 people on Protect's channel that continue to talk about how elite Terry is. Okay? Oh, he's not a wide receiver 1. We need better. Terry's not it. And then you go listen to the people that like all their breakdowns. Oh, Terry was put in straps. Oh, Terry's putting a seatbelt. Terry's this. Terry's that. Okay? There's only one guy that continue to say it and stand on business. Okay? No haterade for Terry. And no haterade for Jonathan Allen, too. Those guys are beasts. All right? Beasts. I don't care if you have a few bad games here or there. All right? They're beasts. Everybody has bad games every once in a while. All right? Patrick Mahomes is still the best quarterback in football, even though he's leading the leading interceptions. All right? You don't start, oh, maybe Patrick Mahomes is not the best quarterback anymore. Oh, maybe it's Baker Mayfield. Maybe it's Sam Darnold. Nobody ever said those two things, but I just wanted to give an exaggerated point, okay? I don't judge them off of just a few games. Here you go. There's the kick. All I know is even still after that, you didn't bet on his over 1250 yards. Because I didn't trust, I didn't know what the heck we're getting in Jaden Daniels. You believed more in Jaden Daniels, which is great. I'm happy about it. I'm glad that Jaden Daniels has exceeded my expectations by a long shot. I mean, I always liked the Jaden pick. You know, I was a Michael Penix fan, but day we drafted him, I was excited. When it happened, yep, there it is, and I understood it. I get it, and he had tons of potential, and I knew that, and then it's just a matter of what it turn out, and it has with flying colors, okay? MVP potential candidate, which is awesome. Don't need to get over the self-indulgent bickering. All right, you're right. Let's not get it. Let's continue. All right, here we go. All right. In the shotgun, takes a snap, handoff up the middle here. And it's a short gain. Let's look at it from the back end here. Pulling. Because we're on the second half now, right? We just had the Terry touchdown, and yeah, then they knelt it. So yeah, we're on the second half. Okay. Oh, BC. Okay. BC is not a puller. He's got a lot to be desired as a puller. He can be a puller. He's a great athlete. But, oof. This one, he's not confident. And then he gets blown up on that one. He is not confident on the pulling. That's okay. We can work on that. I mean, he hits it. That's good. He just got to be ready here at the point of attack to freaking the linebacker's coming. All right, he ain't gonna play patty cake with you. All right, it's time to hit somebody and waylay this dude when you get here. This form right here, when you're making contact, you're making contact with your feet off the ground. That should not be happening. You want to pull him, just pancake him onto the floor. It's okay. It happens. Play action. Looking. Ooh. Incomplete pass. You see, after this point, we see this a couple of times. Like, he hangs onto the ball a couple of times too long. Not even sure why. Like, throw it. I don't know. Was he looking to pump it for some reason? But it seems like, I don't know, he just started getting sticky hands or something. Yeah, I mean, you're not pumping and going. I mean, these guys are coming back. Comeback routes here. Open. Just hit Eckler. For some reason, I don't know. I don't know why. Yeah, I think we see this like at least 2 more times in this game later on, where he seems to just hang on to it a little long and throws it short like into the dirt. Not this bad. This is the only one that's this bad. But there's another one to it. Was it Terry or was it Noah Brown later in the game where he throws it like really low? Not sure. It is a part of the fun. It is, but I think we did have our back and forth, Peter, and I think we're good, and we can move on. We stand where we're standing, and we're not changing minds, and it's all good. And it's fun. It is going fun back and forth. Chip block throws it to the left. Yeah, see, it's the next play. It was to Terry, right? He like throws it into the dirt again. I'm not sure what the heck is going on. Like, I mean, throwing the ball here? Did Terry run too far? I don't know. Like, let's look at it. Probably wants to be between 15 to 18 yards, right? So we're starting here. So that means it'll be right around here-ish that you would want to come back on one of these. Like the deep comebacks around 15-ish yards. See where he gets to. Starts at the 31. And the ball does hit around here. So, yeah, Terry does seem to get a... I mean, he is within the range, right? I said 15 to 18. This is 15. This is 18. He's in that range here. But clearly, I mean, and also you can see where the ball hit. It hits at the 15. So he's basically expecting to cut at the 15 and end up catching it right here-ish. Terry definitely rounds this at the top. I guess he's probably just not expecting the ball here, but he could definitely do a better job at the top of this route. Yeah. Yeah, he's just expecting Terry to be there. It's a little bit too much of a roundabout this thing instead of a boop, of a attack here, get bang, 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 boop, and cut back. Some point we all need to send emails and DMs to whoever is in charge of Tim hiring play-by-play callers for Tim. I'm always honest. If Tim sucked, I'd say it. I'd never say this, but Tim is actually elite at it. Super elite. I love that. Thank you. Thank you for using that specific word, okay? Even if you don't actually believe it, okay? I love that you said super elite. Super elite. But no, I appreciate the kind words, dude. Tim, what are missing on defense after Lattimore pickup to be truly elite and compete? I mean, I think that we can compete now. I honestly, like, going into it, I wouldn't have said this, but I mean, obviously we could use better edge rushers. Obviously, right? That's going to be high on the list of needs. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, right? I don't know why I didn't say edge earlier when I was talking about needs. I'm just so worried about what's going to happen when Bobby leaves. I do think that that's our number one priority is replacing a Bobby, but edge rusher is clearly a problem. Problem. But I think that we're dialing up blitzes, we're using different guys, we're trying to hit stunts and make things happen and make things move and hit them in all different ways and hit them with such different blitzes and different fronts, and that I think we could kind of scheme around it. Whereas the cornerback position was so poor for us that it almost didn't matter who the defensive end was because the ball was going to be out in a second and a half, right? So it's cool like that. I'm going to eat nachos. I just killed a plate. There you go. Appreciate it, dude. 1,000% please. Very cautious about when I use elite. You deserve it. Thanks, dude. Even if I'm lagged. There you go. What would have been a touchdown? Look again. That would have been a touchdown? What? Let's look again. Okay, look again. Oh, what? You're looking at here? I mean, this is not open. This is only open because the ball's gone and he's moving. Like, he's doubled. I'm not sure which one he means a touchdown. Who's that on the 50? Could have been a corner pass. Yeah, it's only open because the safety sees the ball is thrown. Otherwise, he would have been with him. Hassan Reddick may be available. I mean, we're not in the trade blocks anymore. But yeah, next season, maybe. I don't know. What's the... or did he get his money yet? I don't know. Look at the 50. Look at what 50? You talking about here? Yeah, this is only open because the ball's in the air and he stops. Like, he would have stayed with this guy if the ball's not in the air. Why did he throw it on the dirt? Footwork? No, I think Terry runs us a little bit too deep and like kind of rounds this out, so the timing is just not off with it. I was saying it earlier. You can go back and watch it, but it's essentially like, I mean, like, let's look at the footwork. I didn't actually look at it. Let's see. Is it bad footwork? No, I mean, looks fine. Look, I mean, maybe a little bit not throwing into it, but overall it looks okay. Maybe a little leaning to the left side, but it might be more after the throw. He's kind of leaning into it. But I think it's more Terry rounds this route out. I think Daniel is going to be figured out by year 2. Well, hopefully you're wrong. I don't think so. I don't think he will be. He's going to continue to grow, continue to be a high IQ football player. Actually, where did that bounce according to this? Didn't it look like it bounced at the 46 at the last play? But this like makes it look like it bounced. No, it did bounce at the 46. Okay. Oh, I thought that was the bounce for a second. All right, we're punting it. They get the ball back. We are currently up 21-7 at this point, I believe. Yeah, 21-7. He slightly got a noodle arm. I think that was the problem, not Scary Terry. No, I think Terry rounded out. Usually that's about a 15-yard play. He threw it right at 15 yards. Maybe a little bit low, but it's terribly low because Terry kind of rounds his route there. Yeah, I mean, he threw it 65 yards in the air to get a touchdown for a Hail Mary. So this is unfortunate that he hit him in the head. Very unfortunate. Because it's a great move, right? It's a great move to get there, but stop jumping at his arm. Just go tackle the freaking quarterback. Stop jumping at the arm. Stop it. Why can't we just go run through the quarterback and tackle him? Just run through the quarterback and tackle him. Like, we're falling for his pump fake so freaking heavy, dude. Cost us a missed sack earlier, and then it cost us a penalty here. Slayton in motion, right to left, takes a snap, handoff up the middle. See, now we're getting much better in the run defense here. So the second half, we actually stuffed the run defense. So we're 2 high at the start of this play, but we switch into the 1 high. So we get another man in the box, right? Let's take a look up at the front. Ooh, nice swim move, Johnny Newton. That's a swim move right there if we've ever seen one. That's something we weren't getting in the first half. Beautiful. Right? And yep, and he's the one that makes the play. Jaden's loves throwing the ball low on in-breaking routes. I feel like it's a pattern enough to show he's protecting the ball and the receiver. Yeah. He does the opposite on out-breaking routes, giving the receivers a chance. Gotcha. Imagine how far JD could throw if he didn't have messed up ribs. Yeah, maybe. He said he thought he could throw like 70 yards. I mean, he doesn't have a Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen arm that might be able to throw 80 yards, 85 yards in the air, but he's still got plenty of arm strength for the NFL. All right. Oh, yeah, let's look at this from the backside. So, yeah, Johnny Newton with a great move here on 70. Great move. Whoop! And then gets back up there. Deron Payne also holding his ground. Bobby Wagner getting in there. But Johnny Newton, that's a play right there. He needs to get a spiral first before throwing 70. His deep ball is wobbly sometimes. Gotcha. Yeah, Flacco has a strong arm too. That's a $20 million move by Johnny. Yeah, you know where he learned it from? Remember all that hype about Cooper Kupp needs to come here to make sure he teaches Luke? Yeah, somebody else may have been here teaching him some things. Because Jonathan Allen is known as one of the best hands in football, okay? Dude's hands are elite. Finally starting to throw it to number 1. Quick little slant route. Good old Jack Del Rio special here. Just kidding. Everybody runs corners off the ball, especially on first down sometimes. You know, they mix it all around. But quick 5-yard play. Wait, what is a hump move? Because that's all Jonathan does is his elite hump move. Okay. It's a great tackle by Mikey, baby. Great tackle. Unfortunately, it's 4th down, so they go for it here. Yeah, 4th and 1. But still, great tackle by Mikey. Bink. John Allen's hump move is unstoppable. It's so crazy how he times it. How many TO have we forced? Like 3? Yeah, we have not gotten a lot of turnovers, but we also haven't given up a lot of turnovers, which is incredible. Like, apparently we're the best at protecting the football since they started recording the stat in the first 9 weeks. I think they call it a whale move. The hump move. Okay. Takes a snap. Looking, steps up. So, this is an adjustment that the Giants started to make. So, they ran the ball first, right? When we were in 2 high. Now, we're switching into single high. Now they're going to start trying to throw the ball to neighbors. Right? And unfortunately, this guy can't cover anybody. Especially not neighbors. Oh, excuse me. But I'm okay with this. I mean, it's not great, but it's going to be fun once Lattimore gets here. But it's okay because at least he's not getting beat deep for like a quick touchdown, right? We're going to try to make Daniel Jones go down the field 20 plays, score a touchdown. If he is correct 20 times and moves the ball the whole way, God bless him, make it happen. Just don't give him a 70-yard touchdown to Malik Neighbors. And honestly, Benjamin St. Juste does a good job there because if he doesn't get there quickly to make that tackle, who knows? He might be still running. Chase Young was good at the dolphin move, just flopping on the ground. Crouching tiger. All right, single back. There it is. Single high, but showing two. Hand off. And stops the run. Who's this? Is it Armstrong? I think it's Armstrong that makes the move. No, it's Wagner. It's a Wagner. Armstrong gets the initial pressure, but Wagner blows it up. Yeah, we stopped the run big time in the second half. Big time. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. In the shotgun, steps up, pressure. Anybody open on this play? Hey! Look who's guarding number 1. That's a rookie on rookie. Ha 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 ha. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That is great discipline by Mikey Sainristil. Again, we want him to nickel and dime us the whole way. If they nickel and dime us the whole way, good for them. What do they want to do? What do they want to do here? Sluggo. Slant and go. Right? And he wants them to jump, and he's off to the races. Mikey says, no, no, no. No, thank you. I'm just going to drop back here. If you do throw the ball, I'm going to keep my eyes on the quarterback. If you throw it, I will collapse and tackle you immediately. But if you don't throw it, I'm just going to stay back because I have cover 3 responsibility. This is my responsibility back here. My responsibility is not to jump this, okay? Screw that. Just going to hang out. There you go. Good job. Good discipline. Beautiful. And then that causes a sack because look where he's looking. Look where Daniel Jones wants to go with the football. Right there. Faking it here, and then he wants to go over the top. But once he doesn't, now he's trying to find somebody else to throw to. Steps up. He's actually just looking to run. Ooh. 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 Good thing we got a sack. Good thing we got a sack because Jeremy Chin, scary on the backside. Yep, Mikey doesn't bite at all. And Dante Fowler gets another sack. Okay, 2 receivers each way. So now we are, after the sack, we are now just straight up in a cover 2. Right? 2 deep safeties. I don't know why I drew that circle like that. Now we're in the cover 2. It's going to be harder to throw the football against us. But that's a great throw on the slant there. Great throw. Come on. What are you doing, Mikey? Stay in the game, bro. Stay in the game. Don't be jabbering. What are we doing here? Look, right before the play, he starts looking over at the sideline like, yeah. No, stay in the play. Stay in the play. If you're not looking at the sideline jibber-jabbering, maybe you get in there and poke the ball away or something else crazy happens. Oh, good throw, though. Great placement, and Slayton makes a nice catch. 4th down. Don't they false start here? No. Oh, yeah, this was that bogus first down that they gave them. That's not a first down. It's really good coverage here by... not really good coverage. Probably could have been called a holding. But, nonetheless, they gave easily great field position here. Frankie needs to sell that better. Let's see. I see what you're saying. Potentially. Maybe. Frankie needs to sell that better. So what better? You talking about Fowler? The whole world could tell he's dropping back. Oh, I see. Like, he's going back too soon. Gotcha. I see what you're saying. Doesn't really change the play that much, but I see what you're saying. Yeah, I gotcha. Frankie was in the middle. Fowler was on the outside. So this right here is Fowler and this is Frankie. Right? Yeah, that's Frankie. Fowler. Michael. So we saw that first down. Yeah, you're talking about Frankie, yeah. All right, 2 receivers each way. Takes a snap. Quick throw to the outside. Hope. Malik Neighbors, dude. He has these... How many drops does Malik Neighbors have this year? He's so good, but I feel like he's had a ton of drops, especially in, like, games where they really need him to catch the ball. That one's not the end of the world, but still. Like, it's only first down, but, man, you got to make some plays. What are you looking at? Like, what do you want, Daniel Jones? Thank you. Thank you. I mean, good night almighty. Okay, well, never mind. He still converts. Okay, fine. Nonetheless, but jeez, you don't want this wide open? I mean, this potentially could be a touchdown. He gets a block here. He runs to the outside. I don't know why he didn't throw it to Neighbors there. Wow. Take it. Oh, not a lot of pressure there. Oof. Okay. The shotgun. Man in motion is Thea. Pitch play. Holding. Do they call holding? Did he really not hold there? Okay, let's look at it. Let's look at it again from this side. That looked like holding to me. Okay. Looked like pretty standard holding to me, but guess not. Johnny Newton making plays. Johnny Newton. So he goes back, takes a shot, hand up. We started running, playing so much better against the run in the second half. Payne, baby. No, it's Armstrong. Sorry, I thought I saw 94. It's Armstrong. Coming from this side. Was he get the Slayton? Oh, no, he just goes right around 70. 70s. He struggled, man. 70 struggled. Mikey would have closed the distance. I don't know about that, but I like the faith. Okay. 2 receivers each way. Hand off the middle. There we go, baby. Newton again. It's a nice play. Took it from the backside. think Newton throws this block off and he dives at his legs. Dude, that is awesome. I love this by Newton. This is awesome here. So, a lot of times you're facing a double team, right? So, these two want to double you to get to the linebacker, double to get to the linebacker, right? Like, that's their goal. So, what does Johnny Newton do? Punch this guy immediately. Now he's like, okay, well, he's kind of blocking him, whatever, but he punched him so hard that now he could cut off here as he's going to the linebacker, right? He's creating space by these two. You don't create space by just diving into the middle, right? Then they just pinch you off and then, take over and go from there, right? No, you create space by punching a weak point, punch him. As he leaves, then you go. Punch. And then go. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. 3 receivers to the right side. Man in motion's neighbors. Rolling to his right. And it's an easiest pick play of your life. I mean, I don't know why they were yelling about this. Like, Slayton doesn't try to run a route. He just blocks him. That's all he does. He just runs right into him, puts a shoulder in there. He's not even looking for a route. It's an easy pick play. Past a yard downfield. Everything about it is terrible. Like, he just runs right into him. It's just the stupidest garbage touchdown you've ever seen. Or, like, garbage attempt at a pick play ever. And the worst part is he didn't even really have to do it. Like, it would have been open anyway. Right? Like, if he doesn't do anything here, like, if he just runs straight, like, this is an easy catch. Like, he's not getting here. Like, even if you don't touch him, make him run underneath, just run straight, he ain't getting there. That's a touchdown every time. But instead, he just runs right into Noah, and it's an easy pick play. So, it's fortunate that he did that stupidness, but honestly, it would have been a touchdown anyway. All right, in the shotgun. Back on offense. Blitz coming, potentially. Yep. Oh, God. It's just so clean. It's just so clean. That was an awkward play there. But, good grief. Just, boop. I mean, it doesn't even look scary. It doesn't even look hard for him. It's like, it's just easy money. Head up. He didn't even really have to pump. It's just head up. Yep. Goes around. So smooth. And then great job here recognizing that we need a block by Rodriguez. Great job there. And easy pitch. Easy first down. They actually get, like, technically said the slide started, like, way back there, it looked like. Oh, yeah, I wanted to see BC. BC's attacking. Okay. Also, just curious, this would have been open too if the play wasn't blown up, but JD just makes it look easy. All right, 3 receivers to the left side. Man in motion, takes a snap, handoff up the middle here. Not a lot there. Not a lot there at all. Biotish, not a great pull there. Not a great pull. Okereke. That's a really good play by Okereke. Biotish was not ready for him right there. Oh, Biotish got a little banged up there, actually. You see Biotish at the end of that play? A little stinger. All right, in the shotgun. Quick throw. Love it. Quick pitch and catch after the no gainer. Love, love, love. Yep, safety over top Terry. We're not going that way. Perfect. This guy's playing so far off. Cool. I'll just take a free 8 yards. Why not? They're down and short. Oh, yeah. BC. It's so awesome. It's such a small thing, like a minute thing that he changed, and he's so much better already. It's just straight, like, it's so good. He's letting him come to him. He's dropping more back and a little bit to the outside, which is fine. I'm not expecting him to go literally straight back, a little bit to the outside, but it's not that full-on attack mode that he used to be in. Play action, pumping. Probably should have just thrown it there immediately, but great throw nonetheless. Hits him in stride and lets him turn upfield. Like, I'm not sure why he didn't throw it to him immediately. Let's look. Yeah, why not just throw this now? He, like, pumps and then throws it. You know what, though? He gets reset and it ends up not hurting us at all. So, make sure he's accurate. Why not? Great freaking block there by Rodriguez. Great block. BC. What do you got, BC? At least he knows what he's supposed to do. He just doesn't do a whole lot in the run game here. BC did not have a great day in the run game today. Pass blocking, he did great. A lot of times he wasn't need to do much though in the run game. You know, it's not like he did poorly and it messed us all up. He didn't need to do a whole lot. So it's not even like I'm trying to grade him harshly on it. It's just, you know, it's not like I'm sitting here looking at a guy that blew up run plays and just awesome and did great. And I'm not looking at a guy also that did horrible and just did terrible on run plays. Maybe like here or there, but I would say like C- or something like that in the run. But so far what I've seen, this guy's gotten like an A in pass blocking. It's been awesome in pass blocking. Steal here from Adam Peters that we could do that already with this guy this young. This is really good. Play here by Rodriguez here. Oh, excuse me. Okay. So this is the same play that we saw earlier, but reversed. And this is a much better look. And this is why this is so successful here. Remember last time we had the tight ends were over here, but we had a defender here and a defender here, which was Burns. And then he had John Bates trying to down block Burns. Here, this time, we get a much better look. And this is sometimes what you get when you call plays. So it's not a bad play per se, but if you can get the right look, then it becomes a lot better, right? So you have down block, get to the linebacker, pull, down block, pull. You might actually even have he actually get to this linebacker, so Sinek can get to this linebacker, right? Then Cosme's going to come block here, here, and then he's going to turn up and block whoever's in his way, right? And then BC may even ignore this guy. He might just go up here. So it's just really good. Sometimes you have the right play call at the right time, right? And you get up there and you make a nice run out of it. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. He didn't get much help in the pass game either. Lots of one-on-one. Yeah, lots of one-on-one. And it's just that small change. That small change that will go when we get to the backside. Takes a snap, play action. Just going to check it down. Give Eckler some chances to move. Love it. But it's a small change here. This particular play, he gets a chip. But It's here in his pass pro instead of here. It's that simple. That's the change he needed to make. And he's got the athleticism. He's got the strength. Once he makes that technical adjustment, you see it on full display and how much better he is. But watch him just go more straight back here, not being overbearing and trying to attack anybody, right? He was doing that a lot, and then he would get ahead of his skis and then give up pressure. Not today at all. Takes a snap, play action, rolling to his right side. Yeah, I thought about this. Okay, same thing here. It's fine. Get a couple of yards. I thought Luke might have a chance to score a touchdown here if he just floats it to the end zone. I know Phillips is there technically, but if you throw it there, I think he beats him there. Because, I think if you throw it to right here, this is a touchdown in the corner. I think he beats him to that spot with a full head of steam, and you're straight. He almost beat him there, even slowing down. But he didn't like it, so he didn't throw it. Good catch, Noah. Oh, excuse me. Oh, Terry, why'd you slow down? Terry, what are you doing? Oh, man. This should have been a Terry touchdown. No, this is a touchdown. Terry should be tied for the lead in the NFL. And Jaden wanted to throw it here. Jaden was begging to throw it here. I'm actually upset at Jaden just not throwing it. But at the same time, I understand it. But Terry slowed down. Dang it! It was there. It was a mistake, yeah. This is unacceptable from Terry. I understand the stutter step, but freaking move, dude. Go. Get into open space. Don't stand behind the defender. Oh, no. He's wide open, too. But he takes too long to get off it because he should have thrown it to Terry. But Terry should have ran the route. Diami's wide open on the backside. Oh, why didn't he throw it? Does he not see him? He looked like he looked at him at first. Dude, okay, come on. Don't tell me that Cliff Kingsbury's not elite at play calling, dude. Cliff struggles in the red zone. Oh, you can't score in the red zone. I mean, frickin' touchdown. Touchdown. The play before, we're talking touchdown over there. Just touchdowns all over the place. Touchdowns. So frustrating. So frustrating. Settle for a field goal and move on. I'm loving it. Holy crap. That's short. Popping off. Not as nearly as many likes as the last one, though. But, man, a lot of views. All right, sorry. Let's go back. All right, here we go. What do we got? Fortunate no call. Noah thought he should have got called too. Honestly, probably should have. It's face guarding. Yeah, that should have been pass interference. I don't know why that's not. Got lucky. Even though we end up giving a touchdown anyway on this drive. But I do think it should have been a pass interference. Okay. Yeah, the middle. Oh, it's so much better. So much better run defense. Is it single high or too high? It starts too high but moves into the single. I love the adjustment. Love the adjustment by Joe Witt. And that allows, and also the front's playing a lot better too. Just that as well. But you just have everybody in the gaps. So you just don't have like the backside coming at you anymore, right? And then Wagner gets in there and blows this up. Number 70 can't find it. It's also a combination of Giants just not blocking as well as they were early in the first half too, or in the first half in general. Noah Iguodala. Looks like it could have been. It's a really good route. Really good route. Pressure got there a little bit. No, not really. Not really. Lack of pressure on a four-man front there. He's not going to pull the trigger when Terry's walking in his route. Jaden is the reason why we only have 3 turns. No, I totally agree. That's on Jaden. Sorry, not Jaden. That's on Terry. 1,000% it's on Terry. That play has 2 touchdown routes. He just didn't pull the trigger. Yeah, I mean it's totally on Terry. That I don't know why he did that. That was annoying. Very annoying. Gotcha. Okay. Play action. Steps up. That's a great catch by Malik. That's a great catch. I don't know what the down is here, but man. Second down. I mean, that's a great... It's actually not horrible coverage by Benjamin St-Juste. He's right there to knock it down, but Malik Neighbors, dude. He can't catch a wide open one in the fourth quarter, but he can catch that. Oh, Malik Neighbors, dude. Kid's special. Yeah, I know, right? It's so weird. And he drops that. Thank you, Theo. Thank you. Appreciate it. So close. The pressure. I love when they do this, dude. I love it. It's so smart. I don't think we ever used to do this. In Jack Del Rio's time. I don't remember seeing it, and I'm seeing it all the time this year. So I'm clearly noticing it, but I don't feel like I ever noticed this. Is this small detail here at the end, right before the snap, to then get a better angle on this tight end? Like, why try to run through this tight end so he has an easy chip? No, just ignore this. Ignore this guy. Attack here. Because if they also run the ball, you're shooting the gap here too. Because if he down blocks here, and it's his job to bounce you out or whatever, or even if he's supposed to get up here, now it's like you're in his way a little bit, right? But if you do this, you're going to get there before the pulling guard even has a chance to get a block. It's awesome. It's awesome. Seeing it all the time. Causing some pressure too. Two tight ends on the left, two receivers on the right. Play here, jet sweeping. Jet sweeping. It's good defense. You know, jet sweeps can go for huge plays, especially when you have an extra blocker and a running back here. And they do a good job. Jeremy Chin, Quan Martin, Frankie Louisville, all of them in there, baby. I don't like that as much. No. I do. Okay, sorry. I thought this was the tackle for some reason. This was the tight end. No, this is great. Yeah, I love it. We're doing it all the time. It's a good block there by 70 on that one. But still. Two receivers each way. And then they threw a PI here. So annoying. It was a good call, though. Oh, dude, yeah. He's the quarterback of the defense, dude. Yeah, he's scanning the entire thing. He's scanning everybody. Love Wagner, dude. Yeah, I think it was against... Who was it? Was it against the Giants? Or Browns? I don't remember. That there was one that, like, yeah. I love Wagner, man. I would hate to see this defense without Wagner. I'd hate to see it. He is the key in the ignition, if you will, or something. I don't know. Whatever the expression you want to say is. Great job defense here, dude. Don't let Malik Neighbors get going. And Jeremy Chin. Fortunately, it's on first down, and we still give up the first down because we're going to give up a touchdown on this entire drive, which is annoying. But still, it's a great play. Great defense. Don't let them get loose. Gap discipline. Beautiful. Okay. Three receivers to the right at the 47. Delayed handoff. Good job, Armstrong. Was that cover two? No, it's single. Yeah, it was cover two. Yep. And then they run the ball better, you know? Wagner's almost there. Good block there by 82. In the Bears game, there's a play where they run hurry up and Wagner is coordinating everyone, and then yes, I know exactly the play you're talking about. I don't have to go back. Yeah, I know exactly the play you're talking about. Yeah, he he points at Quan, and then he points at there's somebody on his right. Then he's communicating. I think it was Quan. Then he's communicating to Percy or Chin, and then he turns around there, and then he turns around. There's calling snap, and then he gets up there and makes a tackle. I know exactly the clip you're talking about. Yeah. Yep, I know exactly the play. The one against Arizona was awesome. It was man-to-man defense. He was the linebacker in the middle with zone. He sees Dortch go in motion. He sees it, right? And he's like, okay. They call snap, and he sees him coming across the field, and he makes sure he gets a big jam because Mikey Sanders still was getting caught up in the wash. Kyler Murray was looking for that throw. Obviously, he got jammed up because it's inside 5 yards. On the ground kind of jam, I believe. And then Kyler Murray ends up taking a sack on a third down. It's stuff like that, dude. He changes games. It's a really good block there by 82. Very good block to not allow Wagner to blow that up. Two receivers each way. Looking, scanning. Dang it. Is this third? Is that third down? So gross. Come on, dude. Third down and 9. Are you sending a blitz? How many are going? How many going at the quarterback? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All 5? Delayed blitz. Hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Man-to-man defense here. Man-to-man. See, this defensive play call is going to hit different later. With Marshawn Lattimore here, like this kind of a man-up play right here, blitz, is going to hit way different later. Way different. Mikey, I like Mikey's future, but he ain't locking up a guy like Malik Neighbors all day for sure. In the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left side. Looking, throws it to the left. Caught by Wandale. We're also going to be stopping a lot of more screens with Mikey coming inside. Yeah, fair. Is that what you would do, Peter? I'm going back and forth. Do you send Mikey inside or do you keep him outside and bench Benjamin St. Juice? Like, do you go... which do you like more? Lattimore, BSJ, and Mikey? Or Lattimore, Mikey, and Noah? I don't know if there's a great answer. Probably stick with Benjamin St. Juice on the outside, but I don't know. I feel like it's a question. Like, I guess which do you like more? I don't know. Send him inside. It's what Dan Quinn has been asking for every pass script. Has been asking for every press conference. Yeah. Mikey's superpowers. He can't be blocked in space. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate. It's not. I know that Mikey going inside is definitely better for Mikey. It's just, is keeping Benjamin St. Juice on the field a good idea? Fakes the. Oh my golly! What is going on here? Is this zone? Oh yeah. Cover 2, and then the linebackers bite hard. It's actually cover 6, isn't it? Single high, or half over here, and then cover 6. Cover 6 defense. Depends on the other team's wide receiver too. Juice is fine for certain wide receivers, bad versus others. Yeah, he's better versus bigger, slower receivers, right? Like the guys that are not elite speedsters and shifty guys. Like guys like Justin Jefferson, he plays better against. A.J. Brown, he plays better against. Not that he's shutting these guys down, but he does play decent against those kind of guys, right? The ones that are like, more 4.5, 4.5 speed rather than 4.3 and 4.35 and lower, things like that. Yeah, he gets sent back to preschool. Yeah. Like, you should never cover Devontae Smith. Oh. And this was a heck of a play by Daniel Jones. To stay on your feet there, dude, I hope that keeps Daniel Jones the quarterback of the Giants for the next 10 years. Doesn't matter where we want him to line up. He just needs to stay away from guys. Yeah. Going for 2. Dude, this won me my bet. Them going for 2 here saved my bets, dude. Because I had the Giants -4. They're 2 failed 2-point conversions. And was anybody open? Did he miss somebody? I don't understand going for 2 here. I hate going for 2. Nobody's open. Great coverage, babies. Great coverage. I found one to try tackling harder if he wasn't white. I think he actually hit him pretty dang hard. He just didn't wrap up. It was a great play by DJ. Great play. So we have 2 more drives. There's the kick. If you go for 2, if you want to win, that's all. You go for 2 if you want to win, that is all. No, if you go for 2 if you want to freaking make it harder on yourself. Just take the extra point, get a stop, get another touchdown, get the extra point, and make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Going for 2 just makes everything harder for no reason. Where was BC on that play? Did he pull? No. Dude, that was nice. That was nice, BC. That's a great job. It's not the best angle. Probably a little better angle here, but this push, get me out of the way. That's awesome. I don't know how he's not fired. I agree. I know. I don't know either. Play action. He didn't like it. Okay, what's going on here? Huh. I'm surprised he didn't give Terry another chance here. I know that Deontay has a good coverage here over the top, but I'm surprised he just didn't give him a shot. But it's all good. You know, gave him a shot earlier. Why not do it again? The question is was it his call to pay Jones or not? Yeah, but it's the play calling and the decision making in game. That's what we're talking about right now. Oh, yeah, the running back stack, yeah. It is cool that they use the double running backs a lot. I think it's good and creative. Was it his call to let Barkley walk? Yeah. That was the GM. Takes a snap, drops back. Throws it over the middle, caught. Turns upfield, shake it boot. Eckler. 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 Nobody covering Eckler. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. And then he makes a man miss. Stiff arms another guy. That's awesome. That is awesome. Just curious. Ooh, he probably could have thrown it over the top here. It's all good. It's perfect. Great decision. I was just curious with Terry. But no, great decision. Big play. Take that all day. BC. Another good block. Little chip. Another good block. Great job on the stunt. Dude, BC and the pass blocking played so much better today. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, trying to kill clock now. Let's see what this run block look like. Who was it that missed that block? Was it Senate? Senate. We need a little bit better block here. We need a little bit better block there, Senate. I mean, it looks good in a way, but just a little bit more. Because, I mean, it's great where that he hits him and then gets back up to the safety. Like, he's finding work, you know? He's not here to just chillax. But honestly, you know what? It also sucks that this corner's here. I wish that Cosme went and just took out the corner. Like, who gets Flott? Yeah, wait, why are we not... Like, nobody's going to block Flott? Nobody? Yeah, why is he... Cosme needs to go block Flott here. Because he hits him and he gets up to the safety. Like, why are we worried about blocking the safety before we're worried about blocking the end man on the line of scrimmage? I know it's a corner technically, but jeez. Because if he blocks that corner, this is a touchdown. Actually. If he blocks that corner, it's a touchdown. Because Senate blocks both of these dudes. But because whoever this is, McNichols has to cut it back up because of this corner right here. The guy that Senate blocked gets in the play. But if he just blows this corner up, that's a bing boop touchdown. Eckler. Wait, did I call him McKissick right there instead of McNichols? That looked pretty good. Oh, yeah, it's that same play, right? Yep, and again, this time, no D end here, and it makes it easier. Yep, don't block here. Get up to it. Boop. Love it. Gotcha. Yeah, I agree. But screw J.D. McKissick. I miss Chris Thompson. Ugh. Bates lost his feet. Does a good job, though. Does enough, but lost his feet here. Oh, yeah, what did BC do? Just curious. Fine. Overcommitted by Okereke. Make him wrong. Love it. Good. Oh, that's awesome, C-Rod. That is awesome. That cutback lane? I love it. Brian Burns with a rare mess up. See, look. This is what I'm talking about. Let's watch this. Yo. Hold on. Did I accidentally, predict this? No, it's just good blocking, and the space gets created because of the blocking. BC just freaking moves. Lawrence goes that way. Good block here. BC just throws him. He runs away. No, this is good good job by Brian Burns. It's just everybody else on the play just runs away from it. Even the way BC picks up his teammates makes him look strong, so effortless. Yes. NFL lineman is not going to be weak. Takes a snap. Hand off. Why do we want to keep that? Why not keep that there, JD? Is it... Hold on. I don't know. I'm keeping this. This is not Brian Burns anymore. I'm keeping that. I'm keeping that and running it if I'm JD. Too much space to cover? Yeah. I'm keeping this and running it if I'm JD. That's not Brian Burns anymore. That's a touchdown. What did BC do here? I'm curious. Pull. He's not the best puller, man. He doesn't hug the lineman and like really get in here and make the block. He leaves too much of a gap here. Like there's too much gap here. It's okay. He's just got some learning to do on the pulling. Hand off up the middle is C-Rod. Ooh. Protect my BC. Protect them. Come on, what are we doing? Don't roll them up. Why is Jaden not keeping these? It's fine. Yeah, he was looking for baits, but really good. Wait, really good coverage by 31. Why was it such good coverage? Let's look at 31 here. 31, where are you at? Ah, right here. It's really good. Takes a shot there. And settle for a cheap field goal. So it all comes down to this. 4 plays. Could have iced this game out, but instead, there's one. That is one thing we lack here with is in these situations a guy that can just ice the game out like a TJ Watt, like he did to the Giants last week, the week before I think, where he just sack fumbled them. Some good throws here by Daniel Jones on the move. Hit him stride. But yeah, like with these tackles, we should get pressure. Takes a snap, steps up, throws to the left. That's the pick that turns into a pass interference. That was a fumble, but honestly, it wasn't. I think they ruled down by contact. All right, here we go. Incomplete. And then it's a touchdown. Just a simple seam route right up the middle here. What are we doing? Is it cover 4? Peter, cover 4 is the worst defense on the freaking planet, dude. Worst defense. It just is the worst. Straight up the worst. Hate cover 4. Never run cover 4. Cover 4 should just be removed from people's playbooks. Just remove it. There's no reason for this nonsense. None. 2-point conversion. Nobody open. Jones upset. They have yet to convert on a 2-point conversion. Insane. This was funny here. Okay, so we've run the ball. And then they don't call timeout, which was absolutely moronic. Then Cliff understands that. Right? Cliff gets it. Cool, cool. So because Cliff gets it, he enters like, okay, play action. Turns upfield. Bang. Simple. 3-man route. They're all expecting run. Perfect. Pitch and catch. Fireable offense there to not call timeout. Anyway, now we can just ice this game. C-Rod does a bunch. Face mask on top of it. So this game is all but over. Good block. Good block, BC. Take him for a ride. That's awesome. That's a great play by BC. Turn him up. It's cool. Still alive. That's right. That's right. We're almost done. Almost done. Takes a snap. Yeah. BC's just not the best puller, but that's okay. That's okay. Probably pull him. If we pull him out in open space, probably a little bit better, but the trash, he does hit him hard, though. That was a great punch. Got him stuffed at the one. Yep. Good punch. Beautiful, dude. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Game, set, match. I wonder if we're going to feature on McAfee Show for the 3rd week in a row for line play. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Well, we'll see. All right, so takeaways from this game. Brandon Coleman did fantastic in pass pro. Fantastic. Some to be desired a little bit in the run game, but that's okay. Stuff to work on. But he improved in the pass pro, which was massive. Terry did not have his best game. Thought he should have been able to get some more out of this. Jaden played fine. No major complaints from him. You know, everybody misses a few things here or there, but overall, great day from him. Great day from the offense. I love that Joe Witt made some adjustments to lock down the run game. Why they were giving up so much run. It was a lot of too high safety trying to protect against the pass of Malik Neighbors. So they were trying to force them to run the ball with the rookie running back in Tyrone Tracy and not a very good offensive line. But they proved to be very, very efficient, very, very effective in the run game. So they switched to single high safety, try to load the box up a little bit more, force Daniel Jones to throw the ball. And it slowed the run down a lot. And the throw the ball, Daniel Jones did pretty darn good in the second half. He did. He threw the ball well. Luckily, the offense kept us alive with enough points. I still think the defense needs work, but Marshawn Lattimore should help a ton there. Should help a ton. Noah Brown had some plays early in the game that really helped get the game started. I don't think he did too much later in the game, but the first half he played well. Yeah, the tight ends. John Bates is like a bit hit or miss still, but he had a couple of nice plays. Running backs did solid. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, overall, not much to complain about. Yeah, we've been listed as a top 5 line for, I think, 3 different weeks. 2 in the last 2 in a row. Wow. Well, hopefully we do. I thought the line played pretty darn good. And it was against the number 1 team in sacks, and we didn't allow a single sack. So, yeah, I'd say that's worthy of some attention. So, all right, well, appreciate you guys in the chat. Appreciate the support you guys give, the like buttons, the
views and just hanging out. The comments are always great. Appreciate it. Hopefully you guys do too. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time. And until next time, see ya!